Just started from here.
Nigga, for how long? 15 hours?
Yeah, let's just start from here. Because I was playing music at Larry June and shit.
Discard the fuck out this.
Nigga, who cares if you getting up, nigga? You know, use it as inspiration. Shit, we could pause whenever. But yes, LOI, we back. You know, pre-show vibes. We come bearing fruits. And you already ate your fruit?
Yeah, my fruit is gone.
Damn, you ate. Damn.
I was hungry.
You was hungry like hungry.
I was hungry. That really wasn't.
That was
nothing.
like your first fruit of the day?
That was my first time eating, consuming anything. There wasn't a little swig of coffee. You know, I had a long night. It was a long Saturday.
Long Saturday, huh?
It's a long Saturday. Long Saturdays make for real short Sundays.
Yeah.
Very easily. But, you know, I'm here. I'm rejuvenated. That the glucose is in my system. I got coffee. I got Red Bull. I got AJ's distilled water.
I'm about to say, nigga, you highly favored, nigga?
You know, I'm pretty good. I can't lie. Well, I be doing
Hispanic and highly favored.
Hispanic and highly favored. What?
That's good.
That's your shit.
You like alliteration?
That's you right now.
Lauren said two H words. That's a joke.
Hey, he's the rapper. Don't try to disrespect
He
him.
looks like a pilot today, nigga. You should put that jacket back on.
Those are some aviator ass eyewear you got on.
But it's also with the denim jacket he had on. He looked like he flew here.
You got,
Yeah, I did.
oh, you do got a denim jacket.
Yeah, I flew here.
Oh my God. Use what's that? Those group of black pilots, Red Wings.
Tuskegee.
Tuskegee.
Whoa, say it again.
Whoa.
Yeah, no,
Thought it called the Red Wings.
The people in the back.
I rolled my R. You know, I'm Dominican.
Hispanic and highly favored, nigga.
The Tuskegee Airmen. But yeah, shout out Lauren. You fly as shit, but not in the literal sense.
Yo, Lauren, what's up with all the what do you think that is?
What you mean?
Why don't you think Tony can compliment you like a gentleman?
It's hard for him.
Because, you know, we all have.
He has that problem with you too.
But no, it's
he
really.
doesn't do that. He has a hard time doing that. For you too.
It's a culture thing, right? Like us as black folks, you know, we have a hard time of complimenting brothers
man.
in a way that's just, you know, vulnerable.
That's it.
And, you know, every time Tony looks at you, he has some inclination of complimenting you.
Yeah.
But just know that he's complimenting you.
He's trying.
You know what I'm saying?
It's his way of complimenting. It's his way of doing it.
You guys are right.
What gas station did you get those glasses from?
I think the Valero.
Okay.
You guys are right, though. It does come from a place of hate. And I do aspire to be more like you, my brother, to like favor my homies. The way you do FMAC, the light and pedestal that you put him up on, I need to start appreciating you niggas more like this.
You say that, but nobody,
I need to compliment your shoulders more.
But nobody has heard.
You have great shoulders, J Nobles. You like that?
Look, you don't have
Is
to.
that what you need?
I don't need you to point out the obvious. I need you to be truthful to where and what you feel in the moment. To be truth. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah.
And that's all I'm saying.
what you're saying.
That's all me and Lauren is talking about.
Truth is power, and you and Lauren ain't talking about shit.
Nah, man, compliment your homies, man.
Oh, is that him eating on the mic like that?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
You're not as everyone.
Okay.
And I'm the one with gum.
Yeah, I was like, I'm being careful with my shit, and I was just.
My
trying
bad.
to
You
see
got to
if
be
it was
cautious,
that bad.
but he's
It
just
was,
being really egregious.
My bad.
Yeah,
What's
it
the
was egregious.
what's the greatest compliment? It was okay. Fuck y'all niggas. It wasn't that bad.
It kind of sucked. But
What's the best compliment you ever gave your homies?
the best
homie.
compliment I've ever given my homies.
Yeah. What's the best compliment you ever gave one of your homies?
Good shot, nigga. Keep shooting.
Keep shooting.
You hit it next time.
Yeah.
Hey, you'll get her next time.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, that is a good
Stay
point,
up,
though.
nigga.
That is a good point, though. Like, you could fuck around and show your homie love, not based off who he is, but what he's able to accomplish. Like, if he bags something that's kind of immaculate, and you like, whoa, like, okay, that's like, you know, I'll pay my respects to you, my nigga. That's kind of, you know.
But that's also.
She's 32, no kids.
But that's all. Is that like low energy, like a low energy compliment?
Low
Like,
energy compliment.
just-
What are you talking about?
I'm just saying, like,
You might as well have said inappropriate, nigga.
I'm just saying this.
What's wrong with you?
I'm just saying this low energy, nigga. My fruit. What can I say? I got berries in my system.
Hold on.
I got berries in
We
my
need
system.
more sound effects on this podcast. We need a gavel.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Because we need what is this? What
I'm
are you
just
talking
saying,
about?
That's
like,
on me.
if
Why
you-
would that be
if
low?
you compliment your homie, off of bagging bitches and not his character.
Not just that. It's not just that.
Like,
I'm
imagine-
going through the different examples.
Have you ever told your homie like, yo, I appreciate you for being so trustworthy, my nigga?
No.
What the fuck?
Not only have I not, you have.
But I haven't. But I'm saying maybe
That
y'all niggas aren't
That
trustworthy.
didn't feel natural.
My fault.
Lauren's getting advanced.
Oh, you get wow.
I was just trying to see what that was. I
The
didn't know.
first time he's ever tried to.
Fuck, Lauren, that was so corny.
I didn't know that. I didn't know, nigga. I was just seeing what it sounded like. I saw it said trumpet. I was like, I wonder which one what it means. My fault. I got a little button.
You thought, well,
I didn't know what it was gonna say.
it's different types of trumpets.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, which one is this?
Yeah, which one do you play, nigga? Y'all can't see Lauren right now, but he could be so many different careers. He could be a jazz playing pilot. He's
That's crazy.
the Soul Train pilot.
Soul Train pilot.
Soul Train pilot.
Yeah.
Lil Kevin them.
Yeah.
What was we just talking about though? Something crazy happened.
Complimenting the homies.
Nah, but you had said some crazy shit that I wanted to talk about. But you know,
I was like, yeah, maybe y'all niggas aren't
you said something
trustworthy.
was inappropriate, right? Yeah.
I was like, nah, maybe y'all niggas aren't trustworthy because I never said that about y'all niggas.
Nah,
Why
that's
haven't
not
I
true.
complimented y'all trustworthiness?
Nobody's complimented yours either. So
I mean,
yep, you're thinking too hard. It doesn't take that long. If somebody compliments you on being trustworthy, that's a core memory. That's like, oh, like, damn. That's beyond just I'm handsome or you're funny or hey, how tall are you? Or you all that little superficial shit.
well, only women are saying shit like that.
Women give lots of compliments.
Yo, well, I'm saying, but we're talking about the homie on homie love. Pause.
So what is this coming from? Do you don't feel appreciated in this relationship? You
Nah.
need some reassurance?
Nah, I mean it's nothing to do with me. I'm
Yo,
just
listen,
saying.
Justin.
I'm just saying.
Justin.
Look, your improv isn't that good, but
Justin.
I'll let you
Justin.
try harder, nigga.
Justin.
Fuck
I'm
outta
not
here.
gonna lie. This friendship that we have is one of the most important things in my life. I appreciate you and just you being responsible enough to show up to my house on time occasionally. You know, get me rides
pause. Whoa.
You paused.
I appreciate this. You show up to my house on time. Whoa, nigga.
paused at the
I'm the
wrong
homie,
time.
nigga. Yeah, I'm just saying.
But listen.
No. You complimented me like I'm some fucking like nigga.
Just
crazy.
you needed validation.
No.
And that's okay. Lauren,
Nobody-
Lauren,
That was
you
coming
know
from the
that
heart, too, I could tell.
It was. I was actually about to start getting into some shit. I was about to talk about that time where he held me down. He held me by a plan B that I ain't really want, but you know I needed it. He was like, "Nigga, give it a plan B." I was like, "Oh man, you the homie." Shit like that.
I don't even remember that, but that sound like my
Shit like
character.
that.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying? Because I'm
yeah.
such. That's just, and that's how we really roll. You know what I
I'm
mean?
my brother's
But-
keeper.
But look, we don't. It's not like niggas need to speak. You know, like we don't need to validate each other's emotions. I'm not saying that, but I was just opening the idea of like, how many times do you really compliment the homie?
Yeah.
You know what? I'll give you this.
That's a crazy way to start.
Riddle me this. Riddle me what you about to say, nigga.
I'll give you this. For a nigga who has scoliosis, you have a fast walking pace.
What does that mean?
It means that it's like, despite your genetic deficiencies, like when we're meandering around this shit, with Food Line, downtown Raleigh, I don't feel like I'm lagging. I don't feel like I have somebody that's straddling behind. I'm like, all right, let me this loose spine ass nigga. Let me slow down my pace just so that we can stay on our pivot and watch my back. I'll watch your back.
For a nigga that weighs 98 pounds, you sure are wind resistant. It'd be heavy winds in North Carolina. When you don't fly off nowhere, nigga, you stay right where you're supposed to be, nigga. Congratulations.
That doesn't even make
Fuck
sense. That shirt
You
is
98
too
degrees.
big.
You are
That shirt
98
is
pounds,
too
my
big
nigga.
for you.
Wait,
So what are you, 105?
Hold on.
So what are you,
First of all, this shirt is a boxy fit. You fuck with it?
Where'd she buy it?
My sister got it from PacSun.
Yeah, exactly. Because you don't buy anything. You're sponsored.
First of all, I do buy things. And that sound
You taking more of the government's resources than Lauren.
fuck no.
And he's an
nigga.
immigrant.
But you see, you gotta understand, I give back in certain areas, so what can be given to me is like, it's damn near like I'm buying it.
You're owed.
Because I'm giving.
She
no,
owes you, right?
It's, no.
She owed him a box cut t-shirt.
I would never put my sister in debt. She would never owe me. But you know what I mean? When you help in other areas, it's like, all right, let me get this nigga a little,
Hey,
something
nigga.
back. But
Eye for an eye.
what was you
I don't know. I was trying to give you a compliment,
Yeah,
but
that's
you
how-
ended up
yeah.
pissing niggas off, and
and
you see the full circle moment.
I was about
because the premise was, why don't homies show love, appreciation, camaraderie? This is exactly why, F-Mac.
good
It
example.
always leads to doom. It never works. It's kind of like socialism. It's bad in theory.
And it's very
like when you write
short-lived.
that shit down on paper, it's like, nigga, what?
The payoff
Like,
isn't
we're
really there.
We're all gonna have our own jobs that we love, and niggas is still gonna get shit done. It's impossible.
in terms of like living life and still.
Don't get too caught up on socialism. It was supposed to be like an analogy.
I got you.
But it just doesn't work. It's
Yeah.
a flawed theory.
What y'all think about complimenting people that aren't really your friends, but like people that you fucking with in the moment, like passing at the gym or some shit?
With like kissing ass?
Nah, just like you see some shit, and like I don't know, peep a nigga's sweatshirt or something is fire. Let them know, kind of shit.
Wait,
It's got to be crazy.
it has to be a.
It's got to be insane.
Yeah, the most insane sweatshirt. But you just talking about like congratulating passing.
Because I feel like it's easier to compliment strangers than it is your friends.
Oh, that's okay.
No.
Yeah, it
not
is.
for me.
It probably is.
Compliment strangers than your friends.
'Cause I know
I
I
think they
compliment strangers.
sound different. If a compliment I would give to my friend versus a stranger is gonna be less confrontational. It's gonna like sound friendlier.
Right.
But it's still a compliment nonetheless. I don't know. And your homies are probably gonna get more of them just based
Just by
off
way-
proxy.
Yeah, just by being your homie in general.
You
But-
niggas are around each other more often.
I get.
I mean, but you guys are together more, but like you said, there's like a resistance in giving compliments to your friends.
Well, that's because he doesn't know how to take.
But you also have to like achieve something to get complimented, and so it's like you gotta do great things, nigga.
Yeah, he's not worth it.
You gotta compliment.
He's simply not
Like,
worth it. Like what?
Hey, like congratulations on the haircut you got, like nigga. You know what I mean?
The only compliments end up being backhanded.
Yeah,
It's like
But-
I see that you're trying to get a goatee.
Trying to get a
Congratulations,
goatee.
nigga. Yeah.
Oh, I'm not trying to get it. I just haven't been to the haircut.
Yeah, you haven't been haircut. Yeah.
Haven't been to the barber, but
I don't know. You should let anybody with a spoon cut that shit off, nigga. That's crazy. You look gross.
I look gross.
You should let anybody with a hot spoon just get that shit
Nigga,
right for you.
You look like that was what you was on when you had your fucking whatever it
on
was.
when I
nigga.
had my what?
Like, come on, nigga.
My mutton chops.
Yeah,
Yeah, something that you can't achieve.
you fucking.
He gonna judge me based off something he can't even do. You see?
Come on, man.
You see, he can't even.
You're-
and you see,
wait,
this
no,
is-
but you gotta
F-Mac,
understand.
F-Mac, hold on,
Wait,
hold on,
you're
real quick,
trying
real
to
quick,
make.
real
But
quick,
this is
real
what it
quick,
is.
real
You're
quick.
trying to
Hold on,
make.
hold on, real quick.
This is what you're done.
I promise you, homie. I'm gonna let you get your shit off.
No, at this
care
point,
about your feelings and
at
your
this
theories,
point,
dog.
You might as well just let me have it, nigga.
Justin, you matter. But F-Mac, this is another prime example of how this interaction happens. He gave me a compliment in that. Did you hear it?
I actually wasn't paying attention.
You gotta listen
what
with
I'm
both ears. You gotta listen with both. I'm looking at
F-Mac,
F-Mac like
no,
this.
this is what he does.
He
tries to put
liked
his
my
dreams.
beard.
He tries to
He
put
liked
his.
my beard. So he gave it a backhanded, like that little Velcro shit you had going on.
Oh, yeah.
You know
yeah,
what
no,
I mean?
remember. No, I
You
hear
gotta listen to the fine print.
F-Mac, you gotta understand. Tony tries to put his dreams and aspirations on other people. Like, you know what I mean? He thinks other people want what he wants. I have no aspirations for a beard, especially what he
good
has.
retort.
Chin,
Especially
that's a
your
good retort.
chin is telling the world something completely different. Is it not?
Especially that puberty turf he had on his
Don't he-
fucking side of his goddamn
Don't he
cheek.
look like he's in between
Nobody's
something?
worried about that.
Nobody's worried.
Nobody's
about
worried.
that.
And in between, I need to go to the barber. I'm sorry, Blade Brown. I'm on the way.
Yeah.
Shout out to Blade Brown.
Let Blade shave that off so you can keep your little pedo mustache.
Hey, you need to go to him so you won't get
gooner.
no fucking razor bumps or something. Last time you cut that shit, you fucked it up.
What you mean? I
Last
ain't
time,
fucked nothing up.
yeah, you did. You didn't.
You thinking about something that happened like 3 years ago, my nigga.
3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Okay, nigga.
Yeah. But you see how he's been keeping tabs on my beard
time-
progress, right?
no.
And Mac, you hear that?
might
be
no,
onto
nigga.
something.
He dogged my memory. I was like, oh yeah, I did fuck that shit up one time.
No,
You know,
nigga, it
I
was-
left the little,
it
I
was
left the
2
little
months
chunk
ago.
out the left side of my mustache. So
Haters know your timeline more than
God.
you.
It was 2 months ago, nigga.
Because they study your every move, man. Trying to think of how this motherfucker, how?
That's
It
true.
can't be good.
I do study moves because I've been looking for investments too. But I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on that.
And when I'm kind of hungry, you think you do about that?
Hey,
You think you can hook me up?
That's crazy.
Starving, brother.
That was good.
But yeah, nah. It's been a lot of things going on throughout this week. I voted.
Yes.
I voted, and I'm not gonna lie.
Are you gangster enough to like walk us through the whole process and the ending?
I'll walk through the well, goddamn, nigga.
The ending meaning who did you vote for?
I know that's what you want to get to.
Okay.
But every story has a beginning and an end.
Nobody's trying to
Every story has a beginning.
And the good one's got a middle.
See?
Of course,
See?
I was trying to.
He the nigga that skip intro.
Nigga, I just asked you if you're trying to walk us through the beginning and
You
the
better
end.
watch this recap of last week.
Okay, what's the story?
So I was with my Dukes because I was having some car trouble. So like, you know, she had took me to my car situation, and she was like, "You kind of fucking my day up because I had plans to go vote." She was like, "I had a whole map of what I was doing at 6 o'clock, and like this is completely ruining it. So you gonna have to come with me on some of this." I was like, you know, I concurred. I was like, all right, you know, that makes sense. I got in the car. She was like, "First stop, we going to I'm not gonna say the place because I don't know. Well, fuck it. We're going to Abbott's Creek because I'm voting." And I was like, "Oh shit, word." Like, no doubt, no doubt.
Yeah.
She was like, "You have registered to vote, have you?" And I registered to vote. But I never got any confirmation of like, this is like your voter thing. Like,
Email
welcome
confirmation code.
Welcome to the team. It's like,
Yeah.
I didn't get a text. I didn't get nothing. I just put my shit in, and then it was like, it just felt like ghost. Like I just lit something on fire. Like,
Well, did you go to a government website?
yeah, I went to an official web. I didn't do that full send shit.
Yeah.
Because it was a couple weeks ago, I saw the ad and I clicked on it and I was like, man, this is not
If you've
official.
been
This
on YouTube, you've seen I forgot his name.
Kyle.
Kyle from Full Send.
Hey guys, voting this year is very important. You got to do it. If you vote through us, you get a membership of Happy Dad for a couple months. And like a Shane Gillis postcard or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
some shit like that. But Kyle been hustling. Everybody's been hustling these endorsement ads.
Everybody's been hustling.
But
it's hustling on all different levels. And that's why I really understood that like politics
yeah,
is just money. But
yeah,
we pull up. I didn't turn the car off because I'm prepared to just sit in the car. Like I had no intentions of voting today. But she's like, "What you doing?" I was like, "I'm chilling." She's like, "You just gonna sit in the car? You're not gonna, you're not gonna go
line
do what
wasn't
your
long.
ancestors fought for." The line was long, but it wasn't nothing to complain about. Like, it's a line, you feel me? But it was definitely out the door.
Okay.
But I'm like, oh fuck. I don't even know if I'm registered. So I get up, I'm like, all right, let me get in line. I'm waiting in line. And like the whole shit is just freaky because it's different. It's people there, not necessarily campaigning, but they're definitely, their presence is felt. You know whose team they're on. They're handing out pamphlets and shit.
Did they look like who they played for?
Not exactly.
You know what I mean?
Not exactly. I wouldn't say because I saw some white women holding it down for MAGA. And if you would have just saw her.
That's what it.
And hold on, I'm not saying that's the craziest thing in the world, but usually they have a certain look. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
A MAGA woman, you can kind of tell a look to a certain degree. But this one, you know, she was a little.
Did she look like Laura Trump? Like that type of vibe?
Not at all. She was more like a Stedford wife.
Stedford?
Yeah.
Oh man.
She was more like one of those. But she's at the table and you can tell everybody's just kind of grilling her and shit. And it's like, she's not as friendly as the Democrat Party is because, you know, it's just more palatable.
Yeah.
Like here, Kamala. But niggas slinging that Trump shit, this is a little radioactive. So I was like, let me go show her some love. I went over to the table and I was like, you mind if I get a pamphlet? She was like, for real?
Yeah.
Like, you wearing a wire, nigga? Like, you dead ass? I was like, yeah, you know, I'm just I want to, you know, fair balance. I want to understand what I'm getting into and all that. I took one from the Dems. I took one from the Republicans. Kind of pissed my mom off in the process. She was like, oh.
Was everybody in there just looking at you like, this guy's set tripping?
I wasn't even paying attention. You know what I mean? Like, because I could feel it.
Yeah.
But, you know, I was in the flow zone. I was talking to the MAGA mama. I'm like, you know, what's good with y'all? She's like, you know, Mark Robinson. And I was like, yeah. You got another one? You like, who else you got on the ballot? And she was like, this nigga. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm looking at it. So it dawns on me that we can look up if you're registered to vote. There's a whole database online that you can search anybody's name, phone number, and find out if they registered, if they voted before. So it's public information. My mom.
That surprised you?
Well, it didn't surprise. I said it redawned on me. It's not like I just found out, but we just rethought about it. Like, oh, we can check because I'm sitting in line wondering if I'm even gonna be able to do this. So we Google it.
You didn't know that.
It pulls up. That shit says inactive. I was like, oh my God. So at this point, I'm thinking like, I'm gonna have to do that walk of shame back out this bitch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hand back all the pamphlets. I'm like, not today. I'm sorry. Try again next time. But I get in that motherfucker. They call me up to the shit. Lady's like, okay, so let me get your information and all that shit. And then I was just good. She was like, what's your address? I told him address. And then I was just good to go. I was like, bro, this shit does feel a little loose in terms of how they're keeping track of who's who.
Right. But you're also
who's able to do what.
But you're
nobody asked me.
It don't
for
feel that organized.
Like they asked me for ID, but still, it's like it felt a little fugazi.
And this is what,
because my status wasn't even right.
and this is what a lot of people on that side be talking about, and that's where like I see the most point being made. Like the shit is just very loose, nigga. Like very loosey goosey. Anybody can get in this house.
Shit was crazy.
Everybody has a voice, which shouldn't always be the case, unfortunately.
They during the inception of this shit, the idea was only the smart and wealthy were gonna have an opinion. They kind of were trying to tailor it that way, but you know, democracy. But I get to the voting booth shit. Mind you, like, we're in Abbott's Creek. This is a basketball court I've hooped on for decades.
Yeah.
You know how many players I picked in this gym?
Yeah.
I felt so at home. I was like, who am I picking up? I need a 5. I need a 5. Like, who's my center?
Yeah.
Who's my senator? And that shit was easy as fuck. But, you know, I started voting. I didn't even realize how big the ballot is. That shit was huge.
Yeah.
It's not intimidating, but it makes you go like, okay.
This is why you research. This is why people.
I gotta make a. That's why I had all my pamphlets.
Yeah.
I had all my. You know, I was like going down. I was like, boom. All right, boom. I was taking that shit like a multiple choice test.
And the pamphlets, they're just like synopsis of what niggas are on. Like this guy is for, you know, baby bumping.
On the pamphlet.
This guy is for, you know, health rights.
I'm not gonna
keeping
lie.
Medicare alive.
I'm not gonna lie. The Republicans kind of suck at that.
Yeah.
When you look at their pamphlets, it's just a bunch of like, it looks like a tabloid. And it's like, he's for this, and that.
Yeah.
We like her, this, and them.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, what does that mean? Like, what is that gonna look like if I put your name down on this fucking paper?
Exactly.
But when you look at the Democrat shit, I'm looking at it and it's like, we're gonna put $1,000 over there. And then we're just gonna hope that shit flips and comes back so we can put 2 over there.
Yeah.
And it's like, that doesn't really make sense either, but they're trying. It's like they said some shit, so I'm like, man, this is fucking horrible. I left the building feeling like disgusted with myself. Like when you jerk off,
you went to a
for the 3rd time that day.
That moment after.
For the 3rd time that day,
like,
because
goddamn.
you know you get post-nut clarity, duh. That's, you know, we do. That
Yeah.
happens. But when you do it for the 3rd time, that shame of like, what the what kind of fucking dork am I? Like, I'm just sick of myself. I felt that.
Okay.
I felt that after I voted because I did it. It was my first time doing it.
You did it, but it's like, what did you really contribute?
It's like I threw a kite into the fucking wind.
Yeah.
And it just went. I don't know where it's going.
Yeah.
I don't know what's about to happen.
You threw, it's like you threw a rock in the Grand Canyon. It's like, nigga, it's really, it doesn't mean nothing, but at the same time, it means everything to a certain extent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I haven't voted. I should have voted the other day, but the voting polls closed at 3. So I was like, man, like I'm not gonna be able to make it. I don't really feel like it. So I'm gonna go the day of the 5th. And
I heard it's better to do that real quick because I was talking to this one dude and he was like, oh yeah, man, I don't never do early voting. Them lines be crazy. If you go the day of, everybody's already voted.
Yeah. So I'll go the day of. I'm gonna get some video footage. You know what I mean? Just
you can't do that.
You can't get video.
You're not allowed.
Well, I'm just saying, like, if it's a line, I like get some video footage.
Oh, of outside.
Yeah.
As soon as
outside.
you walk in, they're like, hey, no phones. It was this nice Hispanic lady. No phone.
Everybody understand that shit.
And I was like, hold on, baby, my fucking my driver's license and my phone case. I do got to pull this shit out.
Yeah.
I don't carry a wallet.
Yeah. For what reason?
Everything's kind of digital now.
What about money?
You know, money is digital. Money is a number on a screen. You still walking around with cash in hand, nigga?
What about your cards?
All of that is digital.
I mean, but not all places are like tap or whatever.
All the places I go to are modern, pimp. I'm not in Cracker Barrel.
I mean, not just Cracker Barrel, but like fucking places like Walmart, I guess. Walmart doesn't have tap.
Walmart doesn't have tap, and I haven't shopped at Walmart in a minute. Walmart doesn't have tap. But
Yeah, Walmart doesn't have
you know what I mean? You do what you do. Food Line does, and Food Line is damn near just as good as Walmart.
That's a dangerous game you're playing. But I mean, like,
I've been doing it for so long. But you got to understand, like, most of the time, when I say I don't carry a wallet, it is a caveat to that because technically my wallet is always in my car. But I'm not always going places in my car. So there's times where I don't have my wallet. But for the most part, if I needed to go get a card, I have a card. But I avoid those situations at all costs.
Right. Nah, man, I gotta have both options. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if my phone might be dead. I don't have my card on me. Might be a sticky situation. Might be in the middle of a sundown town. I've been seeing a lot of stories about like just black dudes dying in sundown towns.
Where are they new stories?
Yes, some are interesting, but a lot of them are like truck drivers and whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
Black
like,
truck drivers going missing?
Black truck drivers. And I'm like, why would you ever drive through that town? Like, why would you get stuck there?
You don't have a choice sometimes.
Yes, you do.
Your route.
There's always an alternative route.
But it's not like they're driving some shit that could turn into a boat. It's a big ass car.
Yeah,
that limits your ability to get around. You
Also,
can only go
it's not a transformer, but we do have roads. You get what I mean? Like you can.
We do, and some of them are racist. That's the problem.
Yes, but I'm saying there's
stop.
alternative routes, and if you're a black truck driver, you're probably on the truck driver subreddit, the black truck driver subreddit, and they're always talking about, yeah, guys, don't go here. This place is kind of tricky. This place got nothing but saloons and like it's cowboy land over there.
But you'd have to be in the sub of the subreddit because you're talking about black truck drivers. Most truck drivers are probably Caucasian, so they might think it's funny to be like, yeah, go to Huckleberry Fintown, nigga. They love black people.
Nobody would ever.
I don't know. I don't think you know truckers enough. They got like a sixth sense of. These are niggas who shit in gas stations, like ass to bowl. It's a different kind of life.
I be seeing some healthy ass looking like truck drivers. Like niggas be like big as shit.
What you mean healthy looking?
Like because truck drivers they sit down a lot. Then they're not really working out. Like how is a truck driver working out? You put a bar on the like I don't know between the seats or something.
I mean, you get in the back, do some push-ups.
Get in the back and do some push-ups.
Hell yeah, depending on your cargo.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could do some squats, but you're not doing nothing much.
I don't know. I feel like even just keeping the steering wheel firm, that's probably engaging all type of forearm. All type of forearm action.
The gas pedal enhancing your calves. That's not true.
His hamstrings is crazy. Nigga.
Nah, I mean,
it's a big ass truck.
Maybe Achilles strength, but other than that, I mean, it's a sedentary life.
You don't know what that means.
Sedentary?
You don't know what it means. What does it mean? And Matt, Google it.
Sedentary means you're not. It's like you're in constant hibernation mode. You're not really doing much. Just sitting down, lounging.
Is he right?
Spend too much time seated, somewhat inactive.
Yeah.
You're kind of right. I give you points for being kind of right.
Kind of right?
I give you points for being kind of right.
First of all, I don't need your points because I knew I was already right. I'm ready for
you don't need my points. That conversation in the beginning sounded like you to be right. Points.
Now I'm ready for you to be right so you can get your points, my brother.
It's not about being right. I just want to learn. That's why I asked him to Google it. And I asked for your definition because I just wanted to understand. That's all it is, nigga.
Congratulations on voting, my brother.
Thank you.
I
voted before you.
I'm so glad that
fuck, nigga.
I'm so glad that you contributed to the system that you was kind of distancing yourself from for a while.
Distancing myself from?
I've
had my criticisms.
No, in terms of voting.
But I didn't distance.
You've never been the type of guy that I know, the old groove, to be out here like, yeah, man, I'm about to go vote.
You haven't voted before. You haven't voted yet. I voted before you, Justin. So what are you even talking about? You don't seem like the kind of guy that's really serious about his political process, my nigga.
Realize
you over here playing around with your registration.
You realize
like you can't enact your civic duty.
You realize you got dragged to vote. that wasn't even your gut feeling. Your mother was like, "Hey, you're coming to vote.
No.
You better get your ass out here and vote."
That is not what happened. That is not what
Get
happened.
your motherfucking ass out
And
here.
you know it. It's not what happened. And you know it.
Fuck.
I was like, all right, let's go. I'll go see. I'll go
Come
see.
on,
I
man.
love Abbots.
I'll go see. That's the way.
Let me see what the court is like.
That's the way it's
They've
saying,
been
yes,
waxing
ma'am.
the court. I'm just making sure the
Yeah,
rims are still
okay.
10 feet.
Okay.
I'm like, oh shit, they put a new net up, nigga. They got new nets. But yeah, I voted though. Has anybody else voted in here?
I have.
But nobody's bragged. Like nobody's.
He did.
Oh, you have?
yeah, I did.
Okay, that's good. That's good. How?
What
did
color you bleed?
Wait, whoa. What color did you?
Oh yeah,
First
we didn't get on
questions
that.
first.
yet.
Wait, no, hold up.
No.
F
That was
fuck
asked like a
that.
while ago.
Who did you vote for?
That was asked
Who
like
did you vote
That was the
for?
first question.
Who
nigga.
did you vote for?
Listen, guys.
Who did you vote for?
First.
And I'm not gonna lie. When I pulled up to
I
his
asked
crib,
first.
I seen a sign. I'm not gonna say which side.
That's
but
who she voted for.
I seen a sign that I was like, oh,
I didn't-
so that's who we with.
That's who she
But-
voted for.
Oh, that's who
That
she
was her
voted
vote.
for.
She don't even know who I voted for. And she's my mother.
Who did you?
She's my mother, and
who
she
did you
wouldn't even
subscribe
ask me
to?
such an invasive question.
Who do you subscribe to?
Put it this way. I'll answer under these terms.
Put
F Mac is gonna say what color he bled first. I'm gonna say what color I bled. You are going to follow with what color we all know you're gonna bleed.
First of all, who?
And Lauren is just good. Lauren says nothing. Lauren says nothing because he has no choice. He has no say. He would get chased away from a pole.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes.
you just be quiet on this.
Ice
one.
grab
Yes,
me up.
yes. That's exactly how it's gonna go in that order.
Y'all cool?
But
Y'all cool? All right, let's get it.
but you didn't answer the question. And nigga, it's
What question?
Yeah, look, nobody's like coming for you. Like we can all calm down.
Nobody's coming for anybody.
We can all. You can stop chewing the gum so hard.
Yeah, I was about to say. You
I apologize.
Look, you know, we can all.
I apologize.
We sense the nervousness. We all
There's
just
no
need to.
nerves. This is
We
entertainment.
just all need to calm down.
What you mean nerves?
What?
This is for entertainment. You have to build suspense.
What?
F Mac.
What color is the balloon? What color is the
I
balloon?
told you my terms and conditions. F Mac.
So this is what we're doing now?
treat it like a
This is what
gender
we're doing.
reveal.
This is
Nigga.
what we're doing.
Are you scared to say what you were?
Why would I be scared
Or
of him going
are?
second?
You were the first person.
I'm
to
going
ask.
before you.
You were the first person to ask.
I was
so
the first person to
naturally-
ask, so it was unfair to me.
No,
No,
I was the
naturally
first
you-
person to ask. You were supposed to
No, you
answer the
didn't.
question
That's
when
what
you
I'm
were
saying.
telling
He was the first
your
one to ask.
story.
Fuck that.
But you didn't do that.
Nah.
But I let it.
No,
But
this is
the
what-
only reason I let
if
it
you-
ride is because I was like, okay, he don't want to say it, but you had the
Yeah.
audacious audacity
Yeah, it
to
was
ask
crazy.
this nigga what
It
he
was
subscribed
crazy.
to when you didn't answer the original
That's
question.
actually crazy. It's
If you
actually
want to
crazy.
be
He slid it
fair,
pretty crazy.
if you want to be fair, technically,
Nah, ain't
technically,
no technical
you
about that.
asked.
That
if
was
there's-
clear, nigga. That's
Hold on,
not-
hold on, everybody. You asked if there was an end to this story. That's what you asked. You didn't say, "Oh, you gonna say you gonna vote for?" You asked if there's an
Semantics.
end.
That's
I
crazy.
did
You
too.
can't do that. He didn't ask you directly. He did ask you directly. He asked
You
you
didn't
directly.
say
I
that.
did.
You didn't
did.
I
say
said,
that.
are you going to say
I
the
told
beginning?
you the
But
story was
reason-
gonna end.
The reason why
The
I
story
said,
will
the
end.
reason I asked him if he was going to say from the beginning to the end, because I know him.
Yeah.
I know his tricks. I know how he's going to try to skinave and skinavel his way out. You know what I mean? What's the mouse from Tom and Jerry?
Jerry. nigga.
Jerry?
Yeah.
You're a Jerry ass nigga. You scave away, nigga. Anything coming your way, you just find a way. But it's fine. I commend you.
You done?
I commend you.
Are you done? Are you done?
Are you gonna
What
answer,
color is
nigga?
your
Would
That's
you
the
like
question.
to stop talking?
What color is your blood?
Would you like to stop talking?
Tony, what color is your blood?
Would you like to stop talking?
Tony,
Just
what
for a
color is
brief-
your blood?
My blood
What color is your blood?
is red on the inside, but it turns blue when it hits oxygen. Oh wait, no, that's actually backwards.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
It's blue on the inside and it turns red when you bleed, right? Yeah.
What, nigga, what color is nigga, what color?
Listen, guys. It's not even that big of a fuss. I voted for Kamala Harris.
You fucking this nigga knew nothing about anything and decided to vote what his mother
No, that's not true.
is voting for. Now, this is a thing, right? That's been a
You should be talking
this
right
is a thing,
now.
This is a thing.
He should
This
talk.
is a thing
Well,
that's
you
been
gave him what you
so
want.
I can
what he wanted.
explain.
This is
So
the
I can
thing
explain.
That's been a president in our community of the
A president in our
president.
community.
the
precedence?
president.
I can't wait for you to
President.
vote.
A precedence?
Nigga, I didn't say
trying to say?
president. What are you saying?
Precedent.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
No, you didn't.
you didn't.
Y'all were
But keep
over
going.
talking me and y'all heard other things. Please just calm down.
You was actually
it will
the only
make it a
brother
lot
speaking.
easier when I have to break down the snippet. Trust me. But no, This
Keep
has
talking.
been a problem, the indoctrination of niggas, you know what I mean, in the Democratic Party. This has been the common way that they have ushered in a new era of black men to subscribe to something that they really know nothing much about.
Tell me what I think. Yes.
This nigga read one pamphlet. Now he looking at me like I'm the asshole.
No,
But
the
that's why
pamphlets. No,
Tony.
in all honesty, the pamphlets was for the local shit. I wasn't reading the pamphlets for Kamala Harris, but
You
you
don't
know,
need to.
the local shit is what matters the most,
course,
kind
of
of.
course.
So I didn't want to just vote for like no random nigga that's gonna be our senator. That shit kind of matters.
Tony, were you doing research in the line?
I was doing research. And I watched some things, and I realized I just can't vote for Donald Trump.
Why?
I just couldn't do it because I watched a documentary about his life.
Yeah.
And then I watched a documentary about Hitler. And that shit was kind of crazy. They had nothing to do with each other. They had nothing to do with each other.
They did though.
No, but it was two completely.
What they had to do.
The Hitler shit was from like years ago. It was before Trump was even thinking
what
about
they had
running.
to do with each other was that one party was calling him that. That's the only thing that connected them to each other.
Because
that a party was calling them that. So
there's
the fact that you thought that is not crazy. But what did you see in Trump?
There's real parallels in just like how fascism works. And I know it's a word that kind of gets thrown around a lot, but in real life, like this shit is actually kind of crazy.
You couldn't even spell it last week.
It doesn't matter. I voted before you. Why are you talking?
You voted before me.
Why?
I will let
this
you be the
nigga
crux.
registered to early vote and is going the day of.
So what? So what?
You can say
I was too busy. I was too busy handling the business and moving and sticking. But I'm gonna go the date that I have to go, the 5th.
Some would say this is important business.
Yeah. Some with people, you know, the fate of the country. It's probably a little bit more important than your little pussy appointments.
Don't let a nigga that can never do what we can do hype you up. But continue what you was about to say.
There's no hype. Lauren is too subtle and jazzy right now to hype anybody up right now. But
that's what your jazz would sound like.
No, that's what your jazz
tone
would sound like.
deaf, right?
Crazy as hell.
Tone
Get
deaf.
out of here.
Crazy.
Fucking sweatpants. Is that denim or those sweatpants?
I like how Lauren, like with the shades on, he's just so emotionless. Like you can't tell what he's thinking about. But
yeah, okay.
I can't vote for Donald Trump, nigga. That shit is just
So,
too.
here's-
When you listen to him talk, it's just everything he says is kind of the wrong answer in a sense. And not like, well, let me not generalize, because there's certain policies where I certainly agree. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, Kamala Harris don't know what the fuck she's gonna be doing.
The first thing you said when you went to go vote was that this shit seems like it's just an open hole.
It's an open hole, but it's like that because your vote doesn't really matter anyway.
So your vote is ran through.
Your vote is not even ran through. They're not even fucking it.
Somebody's fucking it.
It didn't score.
Somebody's going in there.
The Electoral College doesn't give a damn about your vote. Like I was watching this one shit. There's laws in place to make sure that the electors of your state vote in the direction that you say, but there's no like real regulation to ensure that happens.
Right. Yeah.
There's no real punishment. Like it's a bunch of fugazi shit with it. So it's like what I did didn't matter. Plenty of people have won the popular vote and then won the Electoral College and became president. So I was just like, everything I thought about the process was right. I was like, man, what's the point of even doing it? Because it's stupid and it's not going to feel like nothing. That's exactly what happened. But with the Donald Trump situation,
first of all,
the nigga is too much. I don't even want to say self-interest. He's just too obviously on some buddy shit. Like, if you do this favor for me, I'm gonna do this favor for you.
Wait,
if you scratch my back,
on.
I'm gonna scratch your back.
What do you mean,
And
buddy?
that always gets finicky. You know what I'm saying?
The way he talks about certain niggas, like when they were down with him, he was the greatest. Oh my God, this nigga, he improved my life in ways unknown. As soon as a nigga flip, it's the other way around. If he does something for a nigga and he feels like he's old and he doesn't get that back, he's gonna downplay him. That's like,
wait, what you're saying is like literally that's Kamala too. Like, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Like what she's been doing for like Usher and Megan Thee Stallion. Did y'all see that Glorilla performance?
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
What itch
like-
did she scratch for Usher? Scratching the itch for Usher is different than than putting somebody in power because they did you a favor. You just you can't compare an entertainer to a nigga who actually matters.
So you
what
don't think so?
What
Wait,
was the
you're
scratch
saying
for
a party put the people that they wanted in a position. You think that's crazy?
I don't think it's the craziest thing in the world.
Literally,
but
what you're saying is,
I think it's weird how blatant
to what you said about like, damn, I don't want to tell you to repeat your statement, but about how he feels about being buddy with niggas. What was you saying with that?
I don't like how obvious it is. I don't like how obvious and like, cause there's a certain I know politics is politics. That's at the end of the day. You can't get around that shit. But his shit is just so like, it's just egregious. It's egregious.
You're not even, but this is what I'm saying. You're not even.
Don't get upset.
No, I'm not getting,
because
okay, really upset.
You're getting
don't
passionate.
do that.
You're getting
don't
passionate.
do that.
You're getting because you're doing this like Kamala's bad too.
No.
The thing is, we have to choose between the two.
Yes.
I never said Kamala was a saint.
Yes.
In this shit, I never said I think Kamala knows what the fuck she's doing. I just think she's not as capable of swindling shit for her will as he is. It always comes down to the lesser two evils.
The reason
it's like, are you gonna pick? It's two big strong niggas. Are you gonna pick the one that's obviously a little mentally handicapped, or are you gonna pick the one that knows Taekwondo,
or just the big black one or the big white one?
Whatever.
At this point,
I'm taking the
just
weaker
choose whatever.
opponent.
I mean, look, I think what you said goes for both of them. You know what I mean? Like you saying he's you scratch my back, I scratch yours. That's life, right? Like, isn't that how you like? That's just regular shit. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. You don't think KAMALA gonna be I don't know, do an intro on the next like Megan Thee Stallion album, like Morgan Freeman?
But there's you keep saying like you saying the scratching your back thing like it's not deep. Because if you're willing to get your back scratched by anybody, that's a different story. Then you're creating ties with like, certain characters. And when you're dealing with certain niggas, certain shit is going to go down. That's what I'm saying. There's a certain...
And you saying KAMALA doesn't seem like she's that capable. And Glorilla's on the screen. You can just pause it real quick. We'll get into it. But Glorilla's amazing performance of your president.
Watch that shit just now. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is what is gonna happen. Every time she gives a speech, it's gonna be a new female rapper.
It's gonna be women twerking?
It's gonna be whoa. I was just gonna say new.
It's gonna be women.
I was gonna say
twerking.
Women rapping about busting it open. Black women, by the way, women that look like you and all of our mothers, right?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All of our mothers.
Yeah. I mean, you could talk about Trump rallies too. You could talk about Trump rallies.
Are there black women twerking at his rallies?
It's not necessarily black women twerking. That would be would be great.
Well, that's why they're
that would be crazy.
And that's why you didn't vote for him, because black women aren't twerking at his rally.
Well, I voted before I saw this, but I mean,
I think everything
Trump,
that you say, I know Trump what you mean.
I think Trump is potentially dangerous to the government structure that we have. And even if he doesn't do anything, you don't ride with potentially dangerous.
Yeah.
You don't ride with potentially dangerous. Even if Kamala might be dangerous too, you got to admit that to a certain degree, she seems a lot more tame.
But the thing about Kamala,
she seems a lot more tame in her approach, her quench for power. Like,
the thing about Kamala isn't in control, and that's the problem. She doesn't look like she has any type of control of anything.
Which is great.
Somebody is,
because nothing's gonna get done.
Somebody is puppeteering her whole thing. Like, she just doesn't seem sensible in like the act of being in the seat of president.
Well, to your point, is that not all politicians?
That is just my opinion.
Is that not all politicians?
Not for the most part.
Politicians groomed and puppeteered to a certain degree.
Not for the most part. A lot of politicians.
There's only been a couple renegades, and Trump is definitely one of them. But don't act like that's not the status quo.
A lot of politicians get their credit from their past history in working in government or other areas of, just councilment government shit, right? Like, And what she came from doesn't really have anything to do with what comes with being the president.
Yeah, it does.
In terms of like foreign policy, like she was vice president,
Trump
of course,
did.
but I'm talking about her past job before she got in that position.
Her past jobs are like the jobs you have as a,
She's done a couple
trajectory
things.
toward being the president. Like
She is like she
but-
Googled how to be president.
She's had the
and
right
did-
jobs
just did
for
it.
that shit.
She was
No,
the
she-
DA, right?
Yeah, she was a DA.
Like what are you
talking about?
But
A DA.
and then you're
A
also
DA
saying
isn't
that
the-
saying that in comparison to a nigga who had reality TV shows and shit, who licensed his name to put on buildings that he
Well,
didn't even
first of
own,
all- first
just
of all-
to get the notoriety for the shit.
First of all, they were both having photo ops outside of Hugh Hefner Club because she was fucking with actors. So let's not bring up things that they both did. All right, I'm just saying.
Are you
I'm
trying
just
to
saying.
compare? Are
No.
you trying to compare? You
No,
think
I'm
that
just saying-
Kamala Harris
I'm just
wanted
saying.
to be a celebrity to the degree that Donald Trump did? Is that because you said that?
No, look, I'm just saying she was on the arm of an actor, you know, making sure that bald nigga was warm.
Yeah,
His
and
other bitch.
This nigga was on WWE.
And somehow he still has like more logic in office. To me, I feel like he would do a better job in office.
You don't see the. Oh, I feel.
I get,
that,
and I understand what you're saying, but you gotta understand your point. Hold on. Your point in not liking Trump, you literally brought up everything.
Stop.
Hold on.
And
Hold
not
on,
liking Trump.
Hold on.
Why
hold
are you
on,
saying not
hold on.
liking
Why
Trump?
Why are you? hold
Because
on.
you're putting like
Hold on.
emotion on it, not liking Trump.
Hold on.
I just didn't vote
Hold
for the
on.
guy, Justin.
Hold
Damn.
on. Groove, you called the man Hitler. I mean, guys, let me
I didn't
talk.
call the man
let me talk.
Hitler. I said I watched the docs back to
and
back.
that's what I mean. You didn't call him Hitler. They did, and you heard them, and your mother watches
You
them,
don't
and
see-
you worked from your mother and all that.
You don't
But
see the
I
danger.
get-
You don't see the potential danger. You don't
No,
see
I don't
any
see-
inclination
Wait, hold on.
of like, yo, this could
nigga
actually
might
be bad.
Hitler.
This
Hitler.
Hitler
Like,
is crazy.
I don't think people
but hold on,
understand
but
and like the comparison. Like I feel like comparing Trump to Hitler is like comparing pimps to sex trafficking. You know what I mean? Like being a pimp is nothing like, you know, the horrors of like grabbing women and like holding them against their will. There are, you know, unfortunately gorilla pimps that do that, and you know, but I think it's the same comparison. It's like, whoa, let's slow down. They have nothing to do with each other. Comparing
Nah,
a
if
man,
you look at the parallels-
comparing a man to Hitler for no reason other than like, yes, he shouts. Yeah, he got some strong opinions.
it's not the only reason. They both joined the party and kind of took over what the meaning of the party was. When the Nazis started out, they wasn't like the best niggas in the world, but they definitely wasn't what Hitler made them into. The same thing with the Republican Party, how the MAGA has taken over what it means to be a conservative. It doesn't mean the same thing anymore. It's real conservatives that's been historically like, yeah, we bleed red. It's like, I don't know what this new shit is. These new niggas, this mumble rap. I don't know what to do. I can't listen to this shit. It's plenty of niggas that said this. The thing is, the way that they rose to power, the way that they rallied the certain individuals to like galvanize a group, there's a lot of similarities when you just look at that shit on paper. It's like, okay, tit for tat. He did that, he did that. The shit could be dangerous. I'm not saying I'm guaranteeing that this nigga's gonna be a dictator. It's kind of impossible to be a dictator. But the thing with fascism is if you Google it right now, there's a definition, but it's not an exact science as like, it has to be this, it has to be this, it has to be this. It is that to a certain degree, but
It's never been done correctly?
A dictatorship is a form of fascism. It's not the only way that it looks, but it's the biggest and like the most detrimental way of doing it.
Fascism. Oh my God.
Yeah,
you
on everybody for that.
Blow. Fascism. Jesus Christ. Fucking retarded.
Yeah.
Fascism.
Just read the rest. Stop trying.
Yeah,
Fascism.
nigga, damn.
Is a far right authoritarian and ultranaturalist political ideology and movement characterized by a dictatorial leader and centralized autocracy, militarism,
Autocracy.
Autocracy.
Man, just
Yeah, well,
We're
you
not
didn't fucking step up the rating. At least I tried.
militarism, forcible suppression of opposition, belief in
Wait,
natural.
what? Forcible
Forcible
Open your
suppression
mouth.
of opposition.
Through the wire. This
Pause.
nigga. Forcible. Read that shit, nigga.
Try not to chew this gum, but don't ever in your life ask me to open my mouth again.
Yeah, I bet.
say this gay
Unless I'm telling you to say Kamala.
Forcible suppression, belief in natural social height. Why? And you see, this the thing with Trump niggas. Trump niggas be so
Why?
emotional. They be so caught up in it.
He tried to get out of reading
How
that
many?
word.
Lord.
Get out of reading
Out of
that
what word?
shit. Read it.
Individual interest perceived? Subordination? Which word is hard?
Oh, he
social hierarchy?
Keep-
Which one?
Read
Which
it in a
one?
sentence, read it
Which one?
together,
I just
nigga.
did all of them
Together,
individually. What you talking
Read
about,
it
nigga?
together.
There ain't no riddle.
Tony, you bullshit.
And you turn it red, Pip.
Tony, you bullshit.
You turn it red.
Read it together, my
like
nigga.
your ballot. But nah, I'm not reading it together. It's not necessary, nigga. You open your mouth, nigga.
Okay.
But the thing with MAGA niggas is they get so emotional. You notice that throughout this whole discourse, I didn't really raise my tone until he did.
Wait.
Because I have to be heard over him.
Right.
I didn't
Lauren.
raise my tone until he did.
Lauren.
He threw jabs. He got personal.
Lauren, don't say nothing, just nod your head.
Kamala.
Yeah, yeah.
Even
That's
when
the
I
thing
talk to
with
you.
Trump niggas. That's what they do. They just get emotional. They throw temper tantrums.
And
They
this-
don't have policies.
Nah, they just want confirmation.
Well-
No policies.
Well,
It's
okay.
all emotion.
Now, is
What's
it-
your policies?
Can I talk to Lauren now?
No, don't talk to Lauren. Talk to that man. Lauren's my buddy. This topic.
Okay. Well,
Pick your own nigga.
Well, I didn't know we were picking. But FMAC, the first thing he said, right, when he was like, I don't know about this guy Trump, was some garbage that has been said just by like anybody, the blue side. These blue niggas, they just been saying, yo, Hitler. And you gotta understand, Tony knows about politics just as much like, I don't know, like maybe an NBA wife know about basketball. You get what I'm saying? Like just enough, but it's not really knowledge. You know what I mean? But you're close enough to be like, oh yeah, I know a little bit. So the first thing that he said was like the nigga was connected to Hitler. It wasn't even based off of policies or past transgressions. You know, it's just things that he's watched in a video that probably was at least 45 minutes. It wasn't even an hour and 30-minute video.
Yeah, because you definitely read the 𝙿𝙾𝚃 to
But-
get your political takes. Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And now I get where you're coming from.
But do you see the ignorance in what he just said? Like he didn't even think about what I said. That's the problem. Like, did you even like try to think
No.
about how this could potentially be
I-
true or false?
No.
You didn't garbage. The left said it.
No, I
and that's what
literally-
happens with politics.
Y'all are both
when
doing
it gets
that,
so
actually,
because
Yeah.
this is what happens with politics when it gets
No.
so glamorized
Y'all
because
are-
it's like you immediately throw away what they're saying.
I'm-
Yeah,
No, I
because
haven't-
y'all-
first of all,
wait,
I
pause,
haven't
pause, pause.
discredited
Both of
anything
y'all are
this
doing
nigga
this
said.
right now. You just don't even realize it because
Yeah.
he's saying
Fact.
that you're throwing it out because all you're hearing is Hitler
Yep.
is Trump. And you're throwing what he's saying out because all you're hearing is, oh, you're assuming everybody else, what they're saying is what he's believing because they're saying it.
No,
Right,
and
right.
I'm
No.
not even. Literally
What
what
did-
I
hold on,
said.
hold on.
Literally what
And
I
like,
said.
what the fuck did you just
literally-
say?
He's right.
No,
What you-
that
'cause
last
he keeps,
part.
he
Right.
keeps on throwing
He's
your
right.
shit out. He keeps on throwing your shit out because
Yeah.
Hold
he's
on.
assuming that you're believing what everybody else is saying
About
and you're
Trump
just
being
going
the
with the
nigga.
wave.
Hold on. Let me speak. The nigga first point was that he believed what he
You're doing
was
it.
saying.
You're doing it right now.
The nigga first point was that I watched the video and I believe what he was saying.
Well, you never
And
got a chance
after
to hear
that.
that.
Hold on, Lauren.
I didn't even say
please. After that,
What video?
What I said, you said you watched a video about Hitler and you was like,
Oh,
that
about
nigga-
Hitler, yeah,
documentary.
But that's what I was
Yeah.
saying. But also,
Because this is what I did. I didn't want to just be like, Donald Trump is a fascist and run with it. I was like, what does fascism even really look like? I was like, let me watch the craziest example of fascism and let me see what's going on now and try to judge from my own opinion. I didn't watch a video about how Trump is Hitler.
So if-
I watched 2 independent pieces of media and I saw a couple parallels. I really should have wrote some of them down, but I was like, I wouldn't even just based off that. I wouldn't even play.
so
I wouldn't even want to play around with that.
What type of fascism is Trump? Like, would you say just for all intents and purposes, dictatorship?
No, I wouldn't say that.
You just like, all right. So just blanket
Because
term of
with
fascism.
the way America works is hard. You couldn't just be a
but
dictator.
We're not. nobody. I don't think nobody thinks
That's some
that
crazy shit.
anybody could become a dictatorship in America. You'll get fucking cut off.
Nah, but I think it takes
But we
moments
could
like
get
these
close.
to start.
Exactly,
'Cause
and
it's
we can get close.
Moments
All you
like
gotta do is
what,
like
though?
All you gotta do is peel back certain layers, and then as long as that wound is now open, somebody else can come in and infect that shit some more. You know what I'm saying? Like later on down the line. So it's just a
You don't think
a thought of,
you don't
like,
think that's been happening now though?
Exactly.
I
So
think,
it can continue.
But here's my thing, right? Like, I think that if Trump has his form of fascism, so does Kamala, right? It's just served on a different platter. You get what I mean? And I honestly don't.
Which do you
I
think
don't
is
see,
worse?
Well, here's my
Like,
thing.
fully
I don't
fledged.
see the fascism in Trump. I see, like, and I even said this, I see the similarities, like, yeah, they're loud and they have hard opinions and like shit like that.
But you can't just say stuff like that, because I didn't even bring that shit up. That's like that's the superficial, obvious, like, oh my God, they gave speeches. Nobody even said, I'm talking about the rise to power, like the route that they took, what it looks like. There's a lot of similar steps that they took to get where they are. And I don't like that. I don't like the way that shit looks.
Well,
I'm not talking about the niggas mean and he said shit up on stage. That's like, you can do that with kind of anybody.
So what? It's like, how long we been pre-show?
Yeah, we might need to start 57 minutes.
You don't know anything about the come up of any of their past. You can't name a similarity right now.
I feel like I gave you a few earlier, but you're an ignorant guy, so it just goes in this one and out the other one.
Well, Tony, fault me for my insolence.
In terms of how they joined the party, they rose to power in said party, took over the meaning and the symbolism of that party. They galvanized a certain demographic of people that they really and truly don't really come from or don't give a fuck about. Because you think Trump cares about poor white people? You think that in your heart? You think he gives a damn?
I think Trump.
For real?
I mean, that's like saying, does Kamala care about niggas? Just
But why do you keep doing that? Every time I
it's
ask
like
you something about
who knows?
So we can't even have a conversation because I asked you something objectively about Trump. You just say Kamala Harris's name. She does the same thing.
Like,
she does it worse.
He doesn't care about.
You see what I'm saying?
He doesn't care about
You're
how
trying to flip the convo.
You're
I'm trying to get into
okay,
it.
You're asking
and
me.
I'm actually
Well, look
talking
at
about
me,
his.
nigga. Look at me.
And he got.
Like, why do you keep talking to Lauren?
Look
Like,
at
you
you.
stop talking to Lauren. Look
Because
at me.
you're not talking to me.
Nigga, I
You're not having a conversation,
Look at
my brother.
Me, nigga.
You're yelling at me.
Stop looking.
Ew,
Stop
stop.
looking to Lauren to validate your feelings. Look at me. I'm talking to you.
Use that napkin, pimp.
You
Wipe
asked
your
me
mouth.
a question. You asked me a question, but it's like the niggas trying to bring back fracking and oil rigs in like the middle of America where there are only poor white people. So it's like, does he care about poor whites? I don't fucking know. He's trying to help them bring jobs to him. It's like, what do you want me
Why
to say?
can't you just answer the question? Why
Well,
do you
I
have
was
to do
trying
all
to,
of that?
but you was too busy talking to your boyfriend with
Because you wasn't answering the fucking question.
Chill out, bro.
Because you wasn't answering the
aggressive?
question.
Relax.
You weren't answering the question.
Well, now I did.
You avoided it, and
Now I
then you
did.
had to yell for 30 seconds to get that shit out.
Now,
But
you
this is
did
what-
it.
this is what happens
This is
with
what happens.
Politics. That's what happens with
Politics.
This is what
politics.
happens with
when you talk about
politics,
politics.
especially when you
Niggas-
have. This is why back in the day, niggas used to be like, "Yo, just don't talk
don't
about
about
that
that
shit.
shit.
Just
That
leave
shit
it
goes
alone."
like this,
I
nigga.
forgot who he was.
Yeah.
Like, it's my friend.
Forgot who you was. Nigga, ain't
Like,
nobody.
you mega.
He forgot who he was, nigga.
Everybody forgive you was. And yeah, it
brains
gets
were
hard
shaking.
when you have two niggas say, "Hey, what am I right?" Like,
Yeah,
goddamn,
whatever,
nigga.
nigga.
You
It's not
turn to
even.
Lauren
It's
every
not even
time
about
you-
being right. It's about the optics of the conversation.
Well,
Like,
you're-
I feel like
you-
I'm struggling to have a real get to the point type of thing because you just keep doing
and also you
that
waste-
little
you
shit.
waste 2
And so
minutes
I
talking
asked
to Lauren.
just to make sure that I'm not tripping. Just to make sure I'm not hey, that's what he's here for, feedback. He controls the feedback. He listens to the feedback. He gives
You
some
don't control
feedback.
shit.
nigga.
That's F-Mac's job now.
He does it. They do it. They split down the middle. Diplomatically.
Which
is what we're
nigga,
failing
you
to
don't know
do
about
here.
you don't know about the diplomacy, nigga.
You don't know about
you don't know
fascism,
about
clearly.
the diplomats, dipset, diplomacy, anything. Diploma.
But I ain't waiting for you to make a real point.
I answered
Like
your
a
question.
real point.
I answered your question, my brother.
Why? So, okay. We ain't get nowhere in that. Let me ask you
He answered
this.
it in there somewhere.
He answered that question, but just the overall.
Okay,
arcing thing
I
of it.
think-
Why are you voting for Donald Trump? And hold on. F-Mac, you weaseled your way out of this shit,
I
brother.
mean, I was letting y'all shoot your shit.
Yeah.
For real.
The pre-show has been an hour. I am voting I will say why I'm voting for Donald Trump when I go vote in next week's episode. Are you ready?
Wait, what? You're gonna research?
Yeah, it's gonna take a while for that. Right?
Why? What are you even talking about?
Wait, research what?
The president might be selected. It might not even matter who you vote
Yeah.
for.
It will be selected
by the time-
by next Sunday, nigga. Are you serious?
We just fighting around.
Come on,
But
man.
we just started the
okay.
show.
Look, okay,
Clap your hands, Mega.
yeah. Next week I'll tell you why Donald Trump is taking a big poop on Kamala.
Hello, America.
Oh, we need to show the notes.
Oh, we need notes.
It's already in the group chat.
AJ gotta open it. I think.
Hello, America. Hopefully you're not divided down the middle by this pre-show. We're back again, once again, time and time again. This is LOI the show.
Yep.
And I'm your host, Stone Groove.
Jay Nobles, white man behind the boards.
Yep.
F Mac in the building.
That's me.
He is back, and yes,
And he voted for JD Vance.
yeah.
I can feel it.
I
can feel it.
Puerto Rican. He might not have liked the Tony Hitchcliffe joke. He might be feeling a certain type of way. But
hold on.
Well,
Don't even. Oh, go.
real quick.
Shout him out.
Do what you do best. Make sure you subscribe. Like what you just seen. We just got real people. Blue, red, nigga. That's what it is. Split down the middle. Fuck them. But appreciate y'all for clicking on the video. Why LOIs? We're gonna get to them. Shout out to 𝙿𝙾𝚃, partner at the end of the show. We talk to y'all. We answer your questions. Hashtag #WhyLOI in the comment section.
That was a good promo, my nigga. F Mac. What color do you bleed, brother?
I voted. Before I even answer.
All right, hold on. You don't even have to say if you don't want to say. I feel
Oh no,
like
I will. I'm fine with it.
Okay.
But I will say before I answer, I was split down the middle while I was in line.
Me too.
I was having
Okay.
a hard time.
Me too.
What on your heart was giving you a hard time? Was it just like what Trump is to what Kamala is bringing? Like, where was your mind at?
Really? Okay. At first, it was what I've been hearing that they are both supporting. As far as like what they want to get done, of course, like the shit is not going to get done. Not everything is, but like as far as policies that they want to push, that shit was on my mind. And at the same time, what we experienced with Trump was also on my mind. As far as, I don't know if you guys felt it. I'm pretty sure you did, but it felt like a pretty crazy, polarizing racial divide in
was
America
rampant.
at the time when Trump was in.
It was very.
It was tense.
And yes,
That was
we was
on
in
my
high
mind.
school. Like all of us, like me, you, and like we were in high school.
Yeah.
And we was going to Wakefield. Not to cut your story off, but we was going to Wakefield, and that's it's called Wakefield Plantation because it used to be a plantation.
We went to school with some kind of rich white people.
We
Not
went
really.
to
It was a
school,
public school.
with
It's a
true
rich nigga.
settlers.
Yeah, but
But what you just said about the split down the middle, nigga, I feel you. Like this election is literally going to come down to like the minute things of your life, like
Yeah.
like shit that you can't even think about. Like what did you see as a kid on TV? Like that's what this election is going to come down to. I was even telling Tone like this election feels like it might be the last one.
it does.
And that's
because
why
that's the
when
amount of stress they putting on it. But
And it's that, but to what you said about nigga, words like fascism, words you can't even spell is being like brought up and shit. Like,
and that's why I didn't want to just throw it out there without really looking
But
and seeing
I-
what it looks like. And F Mac, we actually kind of cut you off. You was in the middle of your spill.
well, and also, yeah, sorry, F Mac, but what did you? No, you were just telling the story. What did you bleed? What do you bleed?
I ended up leaning towards Kamala. I ended up doing that because
I respect.
I was thinking about all those things that I just I was just thinking about all the things that I mentioned.
Dick.
And I do the two things that I still have a problem with, even though I did vote for her, is that I feel like a lot of Kamala's followers are also pretty bad too.
Yeah.
And they bring a certain, a lot of them are just condescending sounding during debates. Whenever you see videos online of people like Trump supporters and Kamala supporters in the same room and they're asked the same questions, like a lot of the time.
Jubilee videos they've been dropping.
Yeah,
lately?
yeah, I've been seeing Jubilee shit too. I was actually watching one in the middle of the line because I was there for so long.
Destiny did one,
Wow.
and Ben Shapiro did one. That shit.
He was alone. F Mac said, I'm going to really make this decision.
Yeah, I really had to figure it out.
Destiny did do one.
Yeah, Ben Shapiro did too.
Yeah, nah, I definitely feel that.
But the thing
Oh, you
is,
feel
with
that.
Trump, there are, like what Tom was saying earlier, there was a lot of stuff that I can agree on with him.
You want to know?
But
my
it's just
opinion, it's
too much that could potentially go wrong.
It seems like in those Jubilee videos, though, real quick, like one side is literally, it just feels like a man speaking, and the other side feels like a woman speaking.
That's right.
Like
I can see that.
The blue side is ironically the women. Red side, closer to pink. You get the point. But I don't know. A lot of times
They also curated that way.
They curated
They
that way,
make
and
it-
it is still entertainment.
Yeah.
This isn't like an actual video trying to educate you. So that's another thing. But if you go outside, a lot of the same things the Democrats say that y'all seen like 13 minutes ago, however long we just started. A lot of those points actual Democrats say. Just the emotional. I'm not gonna say emotional. I'm not gonna marginalize that way.
Yeah,
but just the.
Don't do that.
I don't know any other way to say it. Trump niggas be just giving facts. Very mathematical.
Not all the time. Even in those videos, it was a little crazy.
I'm not even going to act like I've seen those videos. But nah.
But hey, we know.
Hey man,
we know who you bleeding. Did you say why? I think that's what I was going to ask you earlier. Did you say why?
I'll say next week.
All right. Well, you don't really want to cement it until this.
No, I mean, I did kind of say it like.
I don't know how Trump would feel about that though. You think he would? You kind of being a little choosy.
One, I don't trust Kamala's leadership. Just on like the face, like just the front end. Like I see her and I'm like, yeah, like, all right, you're probably a puppet and shit, which is cool. And I feel like it's easier to see it because of what we've been through with Obama.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like. It's like, man, this is just the same play. Like they just trying to usher in a female version of Obama. She might do some other stuff. I mean, she's visiting all these barbershops in the middle of the hood. So she's really getting to the heart of the people, of all black people that are in the hood. Because a lot of us are in the hood, all of us are in the hood. So, I mean, yeah, and it's also I'm not even gonna try to like regurgitate any policies that I've read that I like from Trump because I'm probably gonna get them wrong like right now. But there are some policies that it's like I just feel that Trump could actually get passed, and that's another thing. But it's passing the policies.
Doesn't that kind of like
perfect Donald Trump policies, nigga?
Are you not able to regurgitate them right now because you're high or because it's just a hazy memory? Because if it's a hazy memory and then it's just like you just remember how you kind of felt about them, you're still making the decision emotionally because you're just going by how you felt about them.
Well, emotion.
You know what I mean?
First of all, it's not.
Well,
No, not necessarily.
Like, of course, the tariffs?
Of course, emotions are going to be in it because you're putting like another human being in a powerful position. So you have to look at them and try to empathize in some way because it's like nigga, at least give me that, right? Because a lot of times you can fake a policy, like you can fake it, like yeah, I'm going to do this for black people. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And I don't even want to just say black people because they're both parties are speaking for all of America, allegedly. Even though that's not what it seems like, in my opinion. But it's just, I mean, I don't know, like Kamala, when she speaks, I just see right through her eyes. But what do they say?
What about when Trump speaks, dog? Like,
you want to know what
I really watched the documentary. Real quick though, I really watched the documentary on like his life.
Yeah.
Bro, he's always, the reason is so easy to do a Trump impersonation. And technically, in my opinion, I think everybody's doing a Shane Gillis impersonation of a Trump impersonation. Because I've been seeing a lot of like just little bits of random comedians just doing Trump on stage, but it's like it's kind of Shane Gillis. But the reason it's so easy and accessible is because he literally doesn't really say much. Like his sentence structure is just full of fluff, and it's always been that way. Like when you look at appearances of his back in like the 80s and the 90s, or fucking the 90s, he's not that fucking old, but in the 90s and shit, he saying the greatest, the biggest, but he doesn't ever really say anything, and that shit bothers me because it's like, all right, I get you're entertaining and like, you know what I mean? You're funny for all intents and purposes. Like if I wanted to see a nigga on stage, just one microphone, one stool, I'm voting for Donald Trump. That's easy. Yeah. Kamala Harris is creepy to me. I feel you on that. But
we're both taking.
But he doesn't. I feel like there's just no substance. And like Kamala might not have substance, but at least she's smart enough to like lie and try to have substance. Because ultimately, I don't know what she's about to do if she gets in this motherfucker. I know it's not gonna be fascism though.
Wait, but how is she smart enough to lie if I can see through her lie, if everybody can see through her lies? Kamala has gone back on everything she said within the past year, or shit, even
you sound like an
even within like, bruh, these are like real shit.
Nah, you're right though.
Yeah, she's gone back
both have,
on
though.
literally almost everything she said. But yes, they both have, but what she's doing is completely throwing what she said out the window. Trump is at least like, hey, like, what can you say? I'm, changing my minds. I think that, we was a little hard over there on that side, but, thinking about changing it. But what we're looking at is just a bunch of things and
policies.
Bunch of policies. He wants to seal the border, stop the migrant invasion. I'm not.
These looks like perks for joining a sweepstakes.
I mean, look, you can say that.
You buy the right bottle of Snapple, you might get a Ford 150, nigga.
More like Quizlet facts. But he wants to carry out the largest deportation operation in American history. End inflation, make America affordable again.
I want to know how he'd be able to do that.
He don't ever say anything either.
No,
from what I've looked, from what I've tried to find.
He was literally on Joe Rogan talking about the idea of possibly using tariffs to help with that. But
do you think tariffs are gonna work? You know how tariffs work?
No, do you? Please educate me.
You know what that process is? Like, if we charge countries more money, they're gonna we end up paying that shit on the back end because things are gonna be more expensive.
A tariff is a tax imposed by the government of a country or by a supranational union on imports or exports of goods. Besides being a source of revenue for the government, import duties can also be a form of regulation of former trade and policy that taxes foreign products to encourage or safeguard domestic industries.
Now, the government makes a lot of money every year. How many checks have you received? Why would making imports more expensive? Like, it literally only helps them. They're getting more money on the front end, but when we have to go to the store and pay for shit, they have to charge more because it costs more to get it here. That's the only way they can meet their bottom line.
I'm not gonna act like, look, that's just what he said. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look, hey, you can do that. You can do that.
But like the passion that you scolded me with,
you could do that.
It's just like, F-Mac, do you see what I'm dealing with here? Do you see what I'm dealing with here?
Hey, F-Mac, do you see what I'm dealing with here? Literally every. Oh my God,
that's what he said. So why vote if that's what you feel about the shit? You barely don't even really know what's happening with that, and that's one of the policies you're going off with. He's gonna fix the economy with tariffs,
nigga. I literally read something. You said something. I was like, well, he said something on Joe Rogan about possibly, he said ending that. Yeah, he was on. It was a 3-hour podcast. You acting like you know anything about Kamala other than the fact that she may be just like you, kind of black.
No, I
understand why you look at her first of all, a mother, as somebody who's a little bit confused on their genealogy.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
A lot of people are confused like you.
That's a great
Speaking
point.
of Sexy Red, can we pull her up in the
Glorilla?
Well, yeah, let's play like 30 seconds.
He's not voting for a black woman. He can't tell him apart.
Let's play 30 seconds of this, and then we'll get into all the other black celebrities, just like Groove, that are endorsing Kamala.
I didn't endorse her. That's different. I just told y'all niggas who I voted for. I made the decision right
Yeah,
there.
well, shut up, nigga. You going back on your words just
you
like
can't
her.
even defend.
You're going back
You
on
can't
your
even defend why you're voting for the nigga.
I literally
All you doing is just you doing shit like that. You just mocking. Yeah. But this is politics.
first time I
pimp.
did it.
This is politics, pimp.
Oh my God.
You gotta have a point.
Oh my God, your tactics work just like hers.
It's not even
Not at
tactics. It's not. It's just substance, man. You don't know nothing.
I'm about to play it.
All right. Look at your little sister dancing. Look at my mother dancing.
Why she there?
Kamala likes paying for black women to twerk.
I'm about to show my these niggas love them. How the is that your man? If he right here with me,
F-Mac, you see your sister up there?
turned up
No, I
with
see
my
mine.
show. Turned up in my show, shit. 60,000 fans came to see me do my got 1,000,001 haters and then my
Pause it, man.
turned up.
So
This is
first of
pretty
all,
crazy.
this is crazy, but I don't like this on both sides. I think it's making politics look
Wait,
stupid.
real quick.
Like,
Who has the better lineup of rappers on their side?
who are they off the top? Well,
I think Kamala just won with Usher.
Well, yeah, nobody beats us.
Nobody beats Usher,
Nobody
but
beats
Donald
Usher.
Trump has had a lot of hood niggas. Kodak.
But he had a little pump and shit. Like,
He did have a little pump.
He did have Lil Pump, but
It didn't even know him.
He called him Lil Pimp.
Yeah, he doesn't even give a fuck.
Lil Pimp
But-
is a better compliment.
Nah, it's not. Nobody would disrespect you blatantly like that. That's crazy. But I don't like this on either side. Like, even the whole Tony Hinchcliffe situation, like, that was just unnecessary. And I'm on Tony's side. Like, I don't think that he should have not did that. I think it was dumb for them to invite him. Because what is this even about? Like, why are we doing musical numbers and stand-up routines? What are we distracting from right now? This is supposed to be a serious decision we're making, and we're getting entertained at the rallies. What the fuck is happening?
Somebody on both of their teams are like, the kids want to be entertained. Like, young voters need to be entertained. They need to see people that they look up to, that they like at your rallies. You know what I mean? And I think the Democratic Party has already had a good understanding of that. They've always had some famous people endorsing what they got pushing as far as policies. But the Republican side, I feel like just now they started picking up on that. Like with the whole Tony Hinchcliffe. Who's else spoken? I think the nigga had Brett Favre, which is crazy.
Hulk Hogan, he's had a
Hulk
couple. He's
Hogan.
had a couple names that is, speaking on the microphones, but I think it's all stupid. I think they got to stop that.
It is. Do you feel any sense of is this better for blacks?
I think blacks are being used again, like they did with Joe Biden.
Blacks
Yeah,
are being used again.
They're definitely marketing towards us. They're marketing heavily towards us. And that's politics. Everybody's getting used.
But
that's just what the game is. But I don't even think it's working. How do we know if it's working or not? All of this is happening, but we're not going to know what really worked until the results come in and we see who got voted president.
That is true.
Because they doing all this shit, and it's
Yeah.
like, it's probably like a little black girl at home that's like, yeah, 7 p.m. But she's not going to the fucking poll.
But they also
So we're going to see the backlash, or not the backlash, just the real ROI on investing in pop culture this heavy.
and it has to be a law of diminishing returns, having just a bunch of artists or just celebrities just on the stage performing. You know, like at what point? Because I thought this was like, all right, they think we're stupid. But now I don't believe that. I think they know we're not stupid. They just genuinely believe that we like it.
It gets attention. So regardless if we like it or not, they know. First of all, it's not the worst thing
And
that could happen to their campaign, and they also know this could just on their boomer mentality of like, yo, let's try to be hip. This could swing in their favor. So it's kind of a favorable risk. It's not that much loss associated with the shit, other than a nigga like you getting on a podcast talking about my mom is twerking at the convention. You know what I mean? That has nothing to do with them.
Well, if you don't see your mothers or sisters twerking up there with Glorilla, then that's part of the problem. But shout out to Sexy Red, because she also said, I just voted. Don't tell us what to do with our coochies. Kamala for president. You don't got to put it on the screen. But yeah, that's what she said.
How do you feel about the coochies?
Sexy Red infects Kamala.
Infects? She infects Kamala like a virus?
Or endorses.
Oh, okay. That probably makes a little bit
Whichever
more sense.
one you want.
Oh, man.
But
See, they should have let wealthy, smart, aristocratic,
yo, that
only niggas of a certain level can vote, man. This is dangerous, Mac. This is insane.
Sexy Red infects Kamala. That's good. That's funny.
Spell tariff.
That's funny.
You fucking idiot.
I know I can't.
But I think this got to stop on both sides. It's kind of lame. Well, it's not even lame. It's just I don't like feeling like. What's the correct terminology? Is it called a red herring? A red herring, right?
That term
A
sounds
distraction, a decoy in a sense to elude your attention, so that.
But I don't even think that this is a distraction.
Let's see. A literary device or a logical fallacy that misleads or distracts from a relevant topic. I used it correctly. I don't like alleged red herrings. I don't like anything that seems like foreshadowing. You know what I mean? Because I don't want shit to happen and then think back like, yo, that was a sign, and then beat myself up over being stupid. I like to be preemptive in the sense.
What do you mean foreshadowing?
Can you pull up Cardi B?
In this context?
Yeah.
What was the context I was talking about?
I know what you mean.
What was the point? What was the major point that we were just on? Because it wasn't exactly Glorilla anymore.
It was the Sexy Red infecting Kamala's campaign. Well, no, the Cardi B thing in the notes.
All right.
And like, damn, I had a point to what you said, but you forgot the context of what you said.
Yeah,
repeat what you just said.
I think I voted Kamala Harris. I voted for Kamala Harris.
Damn, what the fuck did you just say?
What did I just say? Mac.
You said that.
Fuck. It's like it was there and then it just goes.
God damn it.
I don't like foreshadowing. I like to take preemptive measures.
Red
herrings. Oh, I got it. It ties in. I feel like I don't like things that could allegedly be red herrings. I feel like watching Glorilla throw ass at a rally is gonna distract my psyche from wandering onto like,
no.
Well, how is that policy really gonna work? What the fuck is she gonna do about this? Because I'm getting distracted by this music, and I'm here, and I'm in the moment, and then the feeling becomes my logic.
I hear what you mean, and I actually think it's on a smaller scale that's already sort of been completed now. Because it feels like she was leaning, just like how Joe Biden was doing with black people. He did it in a different way, but like
blatantly.
Yeah, it's just with this, she is trying to attach herself to the black community with these people because she's only been promoting with black artists for real. So doing that, she leaned into the fact that all these people are assuming I'm black. They assume that I'm on the same page as them, so I'm gonna appeal to them. And now we already know that she isn't black.
But she set up her whole, like, even when she was running for vice president, she set all of this up from the beginning of like, everybody knew Joe Biden was just gonna fall down something or just fall ill to something, all right, whether it was stairs or cancer or something. And so she set up, like, hey, I'm kind of black. Oh yeah, just telling niggas like, yeah, I'm kind of black, dapping up niggas from the beginning. So like, I'm not surprised that it inevitably led to this. But to what you just said, you can't really say that because you're living in in hindsight, everything comes clear. You get what I'm saying? And sometimes you don't know until things happen.
But wisdom is using what you've been through,
of course,
to guide you through what's about to happen. And so it's like, I've seen signs. That's why I literally went back in history, because history, it's a corny phrase, but that shit is corny for a reason, because they keep saying it. It's fucking true. The shit repeats itself. Things go in cycles. So I'm like, let me go back and see what that shit looked like back then and see how this could happen now. And I'm looking at it, and it's foreshadowing events that are very spooky. Even if they don't end up being spooky, I don't even like gambling with the fact that it could go there. I'd rather have another docile, I don't know what I'm doing, president, than have a nigga that's potentially dangerous.
Potentially dangerous. It's like you say, potentially dangerous.
And all of this,
I think a lot of what this is like, do you either want the wolf that could bite you or the wolf in sheep's clothing. You know what I mean? But at least this wolf that I'm talking about is like, he's been shown to like hold himself back at certain times. Nigga just not like just going around biting niggas.
He's been a good wolf.
Well, it's like as good as a wolf can be. Because you have to be that animal in that position to be president. But I'm just like, man, I'd much rather that bitch just take off that sheep's clothing, which she won't, because I don't even think she can't even reach back.
Have you done any real research on Donald Trump?
Any real research?
Yeah, like on like who he is, what he's done, what he's been.
I've done
what his mindset has been in the past, how that could kind of gauge what you think he might do in the future.
I've done a little bit of research in terms of like what he said about the Central Park, just things that's come out in his career, people he shook hands with, people who are, aren't in the best of businesses. I know about some of his shiesty business practices. Yeah, I've also know about Joe Biden's shit. Everybody has a past.
I'm just making sure because I feel like if I ask you a question, but I'm low key kind of like we've been on politics for like this whole podcast. We've been political.
Oh, you tired?
It's like it's funny shit to talk about, man. It's like politics. It's like we know who everybody's voting for, and it's like it's gonna continue. Oh wait, no, is this something right here?
Well, yeah, nigga.
Oh yeah, my fault. I thought we talked about that shit. I thought it was Glorilla still.
Nah, nigga, it's not a Glorilla. It's a different black woman that could
KAMALA
be
hate, nigga.
your mother. Cardi B also endorsed. Look, we're not done with politics. If you're hoping to skip, oh well. If you're watching it live, too bad. Like the video. But yeah, a couple people. LeBron endorsed Kamala. This is Cardi B at Kamala's rally. Forgetting her words. Let's look.
1 second, guys. 1 second.
She nervous. She's sucking her teeth.
Okay, so I don't take lightly the call. Sorry, guys, I'm a little nervous.
Yeah, but she nervous.
I'm a little nervous, guys. I've been waiting for this moment this whole life.
Pause.
My whole life.
She's not nervous. Her speech wasn't programmed into the teleprompter.
That's what I'm saying.
So she had no direction. So let's just play 13 more seconds now that you know the context.
She does seem a little nervous now.
I need patience over here. Patience, where are you, girl? I need patience over here.
This is weird. I didn't see this part. I literally only saw the speech. I didn't see all this setup.
Nigga,
this and all you have is the setup. You didn't even put the speech.
This is a full encompassing of what's been going on. But yeah, it's just been a lot of bullshit. It's been a lot of things. Everybody's endorsing everybody. A lot of different opinions. Is Cardi B endorsing Kamala for selfish reasons? Who knows? Is LeBron endorsing Kamala for selfish reasons? Most definitely. Because everything LeBron does is, I feel like, is for some. He's like
LeBron.
He's like Hove, but there's nothing bad that has come out in LeBron's past to make him like be viewed as Hove. You know what I mean?
Well, Hove did actual shady shit to people. Like, what has LeBron done?
What?
Who are his victims? We can go through a list of Jay-Z, like, okay, he did him kind of dirty. He did him a little fall.
Yeah.
And we knew about it at the time. It's kind of like lore, the stories of his victims. LeBron has had a clean slate. Like, he's never even punched a teammate in the face. And if he did, fuck it, Michael Jordan did it too. It's like, how bad could it be?
But it's also like, it's the fact that in both of the way they move, I just feel like it's the same in terms of business practices. It's very, and this isn't bad, but like it's very, capitalistic. These are capitalists. These are businessmen.
Jay-Z is a habitual capitalist, for sure. I see LeBron having the potential to do that, but I don't think he's done it or has happened yet. LeBron is not as
And this is where
cunning.
but this is what I'm saying. This is where the marketability comes in. The fact that you can't even like think like that towards LeBron means he's done an incredible job cheating on his wife, raising his son.
Well, nah, man. Like, what proof are you? You just where are these allegations? Where's the?
I'm saying the cunningness in business.
It's not even
right?
the marketing. It's who he is. Like,
no. First of all, everything is marketing, right?
It's different
if
when
you
you
see
it's
LeBron.
it's
Every
when
time
the
you've
word-
seen LeBron on something, it was about marketing. LeBron is an entity.
He's an icon.
He's not just a person. Every time you've seen him, it's been something to market.
Yeah, but I'm talking about him as a person. Like when people talk about LeBron James, locker room conversations, the refs, the trainers that rebound for the nigga, nobody dislikes LeBron. That's not the same with a nigga like Hov.
They're different.
I get what you're saying in terms of like being
practice.
marketed as a good person. There's a lot of people that do that. Ellen tried, but even that eventually failed. That shit doesn't hold up for very long.
I'm saying in terms of business practices, they're both capitalists, and I believe you don't get to that level without being a certain level of dickhead. Now, doesn't mean you're the worst person, or you could just be as allegedly just like however much of an asshole Jay-Z is.
Bron can be nicer than Jay-Z because he has the NBA.
He
Jay-Z
can also
didn't
be
have-
nicer because LeBron isn't necessarily doing the business, right? LeBron has always just been playing basketball, spending millions of dollars on his body, kind of, seeing Bronny throughout the years. And so when you have a nigga like Rich Paul handling your business for you, it's like you could kind of just throw all the heavy lifting on another nigga.
So what evil have they done?
I'm not saying look, semantics. I'm just saying in the way they both move, they are both capitalists.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They're both capitalists. I'm just saying LeBron doesn't get that type of look as being a capitalist.
Because of how they do it.
Yeah.
Because of how they going about
Which is
it.
marketability, which is what I just said, which is what you...
But Jay-Z doesn't market himself as a bad guy. We just see some of the things that have happened and we have that interpretation of ourselves. Jay-Z,
Nobody markets themselves as a bad guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So why are you bringing up LeBron's good marketing like it's something special then? Because you made it seem like it's the marketing of LeBron. Like everybody's doing good PR intentionally, but it doesn't always work the same if the back end is leaking out and we're getting a different story.
Yes.
If the niggas around you, if we're seeing I think the worst thing LeBron James has done in his career, in my opinion, is this whole shit with his son. And that's not even terrible. That's not even the worst thing that ever happened. I feel like this is one of the most like, all right, nigga, like, I can't really stand with that shit. I didn't give a fuck about the Heat decision.
Nepotism.
I didn't give a damn about that. I'm like, fucking, who
your
wouldn't
own-
move to Miami from Cleveland?
Your only quarrel is with nepotism, nigga?
That's the only thing that I'm like, man, LeBron is like,
all right.
Because for the most part, the niggas are pretty much a saint. Like, what has he done wrong? That's the only knock on his resume for me to where it's like, I don't really, I can't get jiggy with that. But,
Yeah, well,
he also didn't steal a company from his brother that he started it with.
Of course. And all I was saying
Or
is
make a
that
tape with R. Kelly.
they're both, LeBron definitely has a picture of R. Kelly. For
A
sure.
tape with R. Kelly. That's different.
Of course.
Recording anything with R. Kelly is dangerous. But
yeah,
shout out, Bron. I think you're a good guy deep down, man. I don't think you're capable of, well, shit. Speaking of basketball, since we're
I
on
was
this
about to
topic,
say, you about to say a nigga not capable of doing bad, nigga?
I don't think he would
Come on, dog.
steal an inbound, but go to the Trent Tucker rule. So we all know about Josh Giddey. Back in the day, he had some allegations that he liked him a little too young. He was bordering the line of what's okay and what's not okay. And the thing with a guy like this is that if you're point shaving the rules, like if you're by the book, you're like that with everything in your life. Are you not able to find it, nigga?
Yeah, what is it called?
The Trent Tucker rule.
Should be at the bottom.
It's at the bottom. Yeah, that one right there. Go to that link. So,
God damn, nigga, make it easy to find. Nigga.
well, I mean, all he had to do was read. F Mac, I don't know if you should vote either. But there's this rule in basketball to where you have to have at least 0.3 seconds left on the shot clock for the shot to count. Like, buzzer beaters, to where it's like he get it off, the buzzer go off, and they got to replay to see if he had enough time. You need at least 0.3 seconds because the rule is you technically need at least 0.3 to actually get it off.
And aren't they changing some rule about like you don't have to chuck the ball anymore at the last second because it doesn't count towards your like your stats? Like it's not like a turnover stat anymore. I saw something about that too. It might have been an overseas rule that they're thinking about indoctrinating.
For the shot
It was for the
clock?
G League. It was some shit for that they're
See, they're making everything easy for this nigga, bro.
They're inducing,
But that's the rule. And so there was just this play where Josh Giddey did it. He threw the shot up, but he knew exactly how much time he had left. And he guilty. Like if you know the rules that precise of the Trent Tucker rule, that's an obscure basketball rule. I get most NBA players know it, but the fact that you took advantage of it, like it don't really happen like that. Most niggas just kind of like, okay, I can't do it. But he was like, no, nigga, I got the little 0.3. So it's just
he shot the
definitely, probably, allegedly have relations with a minor.
ball.
Because if you do that in basketball,
say,
you'll do that with the legal age limit of consent. Like Yana, it was Tuesday, and she was 7 weeks and 2 nights away. Like legally, that's a loophole.
Yeah.
You expose everything.
Yeah, knowing too much about how to get away with whatever crime you're doing is kind of weird.
You're guilty.
But it's commendable because apparently she lied. Something came out. It was like she was like lying about her age, something like that. So regardless of whatever happened, let's look up Josh Giddey contract. How much he getting paid? Because that might matter with the decision that she made. But whatever happened, I mean, the judicial system in Australia did their job. You feel me?
I thought this was an American issue.
Oh, was it in America?
Yeah, this happened in America, I believe.
I'm about to say Australia is good with that. Australia fuck ancient animals. There's probably a lot of bestiality over there in Australia. They got the craziest animals. You don't think that? Wherever the craziest animals
They don't have
are.
the sexiest animals.
I mean, kangaroos got 2 pouches.
Yeah, but even the women kangaroos got big ass arms. That's not like a
big ass arms.
Big ass arms, strong ass arms. All kangaroos, they stocky.
Not all kangaroos.
Built.
The dude kangaroos are stocky.
Nah, I've seen some women kangaroos that was jacked.
Nigga making about 27 million. So, nobody's saying that little girl possibly could have gotten $2 million or her parents, maybe 3.
Mm-hmm.
How much would you take, F Mac? Theoretically, if you was in the situation, if your daughter was in the situation, like, let's just say it was, it was consensual, right? You had consensual relations with your daughter that was 16, and it was a big story. Would you even press the issue? Would you even try to get money?
I would get money.
Just for the principle?
Because that's crazy.
Because
you can't fuck my daughter.
Yeah, nah. That's different if I'm a father. Like
an
you
NBA
definitely
player,
think about that different.
An NBA player fucked my teenage daughter.
Yeah, because they're
I
notoriously
would definitely be upset about that shit. I'm not even gonna lie. It's different. It's your daughter.
Yeah.
I get like the gymnastics of it, but when it's your daughter, I feel like if you have a daughter, I just feel like your opinion and philosophy on women just completely changes. Not fully, but it changes a little bit.
All the bitches in the world and you wanted to fuck my daughter, nigga?
Exactly.
Are you serious? Look at her. That's what I'd be.
I was like, her friend is way sluttier than my daughter.
I'd be like that in the court. Like, Your Honor, just look what the fuck he chose. Out of all the bitches, he goes to Miami, Your Honor. He plays in Miami tomorrow. What the fuck?
It's kind of a compliment. Your daughter is hotter than every girl in Miami?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying the nigga is a sick fuck.
He is sick.
Crazy
Fuck
niggas
him.
are gonna try and spin
Fuck
it.
him. But yeah, nah, you not fucking my daughter.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm not even cool with the 16-year-old nigga fucking my daughter. He just better not do it at my crib because realistically, it's like, I know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I was 16. But nah.
Nah, man.
You can't be living my dream and fucking my daughter.
Nah.
Choose.
Nah.
Choose.
Yeah,
You're either
nah.
16 in high school or you're in the NBA, nigga.
Yeah, nah, that's you can't really do that. Especially, man, it's like, I don't know, man. I got strong sperm and genetics. I'm not gonna have a daughter.
That's gross.
Can we click
How
on
would you even know?
Yo, so apparently the beef is over.
What beef?
The beef.
With who?
The biggest beef ever, nigga.
Oh, Kendrick and Drake?
Light versus dark.
What do you mean it's over?
Elliot was like
Stop.
Elliot was like, apparently they made a call, and everything is good now. Everything is copacetic. And you want to know instantly what I thought?
No.
The beef probably isn't over. And I was just even thinking this, like, it's probably like in some weird, like it's like a vegan meat. You know what I mean?
Your favorite.
Well, no, your favorite. You're the vegetarian.
Nah.
You're the only
There's not a vegetarian.
You're ex-vegetarian.
There's not a vegetarian in this
You're
room.
an ex-vegetarian. But I don't think the beef is over per se. I think it's in some weird molecular phase of being a vegan meat. Like it got the same texture as beef. It looks like it. You put a knife in it, it's like it cuts. It still cuts like beef. Even though it's made of like broccoli and squash and shit, but it's still some form of beef. You know what I mean? Like I don't think that one call could have made all of this okay. And apparently this one call was extradited by Young Thug because he just got out. Shout out to Thug, by the way. Thug out.
I did see that. I completely
Thug
forgot about
out,
all
nigga.
that. Yeah.
Slime.
But not even Thug being out. Like, of course, niggas is getting live updates on that. But the fact that he was like, hey, brother.
And he never said a word. He did. Young Thug did, like, his story, right? You couldn't even be a fan of him. You would get called homosexual
Tell us about your past.
words and shit.
Yeah. What they used to call you?
I mean, I never got called the words.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I never got called the words. Because, I never got called the words. About to make a joke, but you get the point, nigga. Because
you was calling other people the words?
I was calling other people the words.
Is that what you was about to say?
But now also, because I put you on a Young Thug, it was a point in time where I put you on to like a couple different artists
You
at
didn't
this
put me
point.
on to no
I put you on to a couple
Young Thug.
different niggas that you was like, oh shit, this frequency sounds nice. But
Yeah, you like organs, nigga, you gay.
to go from that to, Young Thug, he's a rap star, he got a couple hits, to this, getting locked up, all of this coming out, Woody apparently snitching, Gunna, allegedly ratting, or that's what everybody thinks, to him getting out.
Yeah.
It's one of the best origin stories ever, my nigga. Like, it's kind of inspiring.
What? It makes you want to do crime?
No, it just you stay down. Like usually stories about staying down don't end with like a rose growing from from concrete. But this is the only
that's
time.
real life.
Yes, but
What Young Thug is going through is an anomaly.
of
It's
course.
literally damn near a glitch in the system. This will never happen again. A nigga stayed so solid and he still was able to and ride triumphantly.
Yeah.
This is impossible.
Yeah, nah.
This is a flash in the pan. And it is kind of crazy though. Like his movie would be, in theory, better than any Tupac movie. Even though the Tupac story was crazy.
Nah, it wasn't.
Nah, the Tupac story was kind of crazy.
With what, that one nigga?
No, not the movies, just what Tupac's actual
his
life
story,
was.
his story.
If that was made into a decent movie, it would be good. But I don't know. Young Thugs would probably be crazy.
Young Thug would be trippy. Like his would be like it would probably feel like a hallucination because of all the highs that he went through. Young Thug used to be high all the time.
He's kind of like Ghost from Power.
And just some information about his stipulations on him being freed. Because, the court order, like, yeah, nigga, you can't do this. You can't do that.
He's got like 20 years of probation, right?
I believe it was 15.
15
Yeah, I'm
or
about
20.
God damn.
Lots
Twitter.
of probation. Mad probation.
Mad.
And
Absolutely mad probation.
that's the only thing that like I'm really worried about with Thug is like, how committed are you to never getting high again?
Well, he can get high.
Are you sure?
He can get high.
I heard he was scheduled a regular drug test.
He can get high with the medical card, just like all U.S. citizens.
So then he's good then.
So, but
That's the only
he can
thing.
only smoke. Yo, this is really pissing me
With like
off.
CBD or something? Kind of stipulations is that, Judge? That's just cruel.
It's pissed me off.
If the judge sentenced you to only being able to smoke CBD, you might as well just put me in jail.
Yeah, can you type in Young Thug's stipulations? Yeah.
I mean, he has all of the obvious ones to where it's like traveling is pretty restricted. It's possible. I heard the kind of being a little flexible with him, but because, you know, his career and earning capabilities is based off him moving, going to shows, doing tours. Like he has to be, he has to be mobile, but
he has to be mobile. Apologies. I could have sworn I had this ready. I hate looking for information.
So this is what we could do. We can pause real quick because I have to pee. I ran out of the motivation. I have to pee.
Okay.
The politics took up all my piss motivation. I have to pee. We got to find the stipulations, and we're gonna come back on Thug or Thug.
Okay,
believe it.
Go. Boom. Yes. Speaking of Thugger,
did you see his speech?
His speech?
Yeah, like
the little thing.
The words that he gave at the end with the judge. He was like,
yes,
you know, I take full responsibility for my wrongs, and I just can't believe it. I will never do it again. And
yeah,
I just got a big heart, big heart. And
yeah, nah.
It allowed me to buy Dracos for all of the homies, and I realized I can't do that now. So I'm sorry, you know, believe it.
Yeah, nah,
believe it.
That's actually a pretty good Young Thug.
It's not bad.
But nah, man. This. Oh, I hope that you allow me to go home today and just trust in me to just do the right thing.
Just trusting me to do the right thing.
I've learned from my mistakes. You know, I come from nothing, and I made something. I didn't take fully advantage of it. I'm sorry. And the conditions are he must stay away from Atlanta, as defined by the census, for the first 10 years of this probation, except weddings, funerals, graduations, serious illness of an immediate family member.
Yo, it's fucked up, but that's hilarious. Like, imagine you got banished from home. Like, you just can't go back to Raleigh.
But it's not really banishment if you have no reason to go back. It's really a favor. But you get what I'm saying?
The choice is everything. Not wanting to go back home is one thing, but being banished,
having the option in this thing we call life is always going to be a bonus. But a lot of times, like, niggas don't have the option.
He absolutely shouldn't be going back to Atlanta.
But he also,
that could be problematic, but
he must return to Atlanta area 4 times during each year of his probation to make an anti-gang, anti-gun violence presentation at a grade school, middle school, or high school, or at an organization like the Boys and Girls Club. Those visits can account toward 100 hours of community service he must complete during each year of his probation. He also cannot knowingly have contact with any member of a criminal gang, of a criminal street gang. That's pretty obvious.
He also can't say or like allude to any of the gang slogans or paraphernalia. And I forgot who it was, but they brought up a good point. They was like, what about his catalog? Because he's going to have to perform these songs.
Yeah.
And, you know, realistically, he could bleep everything, and that's probably what would happen. But still, it's like even his hand gestures, he's got to switch everything up. But honestly, this should all be easy. It should all be easier than living in jail.
Yeah.
So it sucks. But still, it's like, nigga, it's either this or jail.
This nigga has a new life. Like, a lot of people don't get a second chance.
Yeah.
Like, when they're already living. This nigga has another chance.
Which is why earlier I said this is once in a millennia.
It's definitely, I think the last time this has happened was Big Meech. Like, this is what it feels like.
What you mean? Big Meech went to jail.
Big Meech.
Long time.
Big Meech got off. Apparently, and I saw this in a video, the police had nothing on the nigga. Like, they didn't.
That's usually how
the nigga
how
never.
it works.
The nigga never talked on the phone. There were no wiretaps. So like, it's like you could say he went down. Of course he did. Nigga out now. He's still living.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't get that option.
Yeah, he definitely got another chance. But Young Thug's is different because how old is he? Young Thug is still
like 34, 35,
you know, for all intents and purposes. He's not an old guy. Like, you know, Big Meech is probably in his 40s and 50s, which is still a new lease on life.
33.
Like, you still got a lot more life to, you know, to pick up for. But when you 33 with a second chance, that's kind of insane.
How do you?
Because he might get another one.
How do you even?
He's young enough for it to happen.
Yeah. How do you even feel like getting out? Like, would you even want some pussy?
Yeah, immediately.
I might. You don't think you would want like just silence, like?
Nah, silence is what you had for too long, probably. Like trying to sleep in jail. I can only imagine.
You can only imagine.
I can only imagine.
Nigga, shut the fuck up.
I can only
You
imagine.
only imagine. Well, that is.
But now trying to sleep in jail, like that's got to be like a deathly hollow. You know what I
especially
mean?
when you're going through withdrawals.
And you hear the wind whistling off the concrete walls.
Yeah.
Nigga.
Yeah.
But
And niggas singing your songs and shit.
yeah, nah, you want noise, you want camaraderie, wings. Like, his life is, he's probably about to gain another 15 pounds. All that prison weight he lost, he's about to put it back on. He's on probation. Fuck.
He's about to be on all the prescriptions he wish he could have got in there.
You think so? What you mean?
All the prescriptions he wish he would have got in there. Like oxys, perks, all that.
You think if he picks that back up, he's kind of stupid?
He is, but what would, you know, most men do?
He's not even kind of
What
stupid.
would most men do? It's like, nigga, I got another chance. Like, nigga, this shit is prescribed. It's mine.
Well,
I'm high.
If it's prescribed, yeah, but you know, as pharmacists, I don't think Jeffrey has a oxy prescription. What would he need it for?
Nigga, first, Tony, in this thing we call life, you know, certain people can break the rules, right? We've been to places be like, hey,
Certain
LOI, just come in, man. You guys don't have to pay. Some people are exempt from the rules of regular life. You can pay for a doctor to prescribe you something.
Well, I know that, but I'm just talking about like him even being allowed to take these shits. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, well, with that,
This nigga cannot pop perks. I'm pretty sure that would prohibit his probation.
not necessarily
Are you
because,
sure?
nigga, you know how getting perks, that's just like, yes, I have anxiety. Yes, my back hurts.
Well, with certain drugs, yeah.
You know how that shit go with certain drugs.
Yeah, but you know.
But nah, man, free Young Thug. It's honestly beautiful. Like I was saying, free Young Thug and, you know, not Lil Durk, but Lil Durk really deserved it.
I like how we saying free Young Thug and he's free. But
Yeah.
yeah, this is, I wonder, who do you think he's gonna go to first to talk? Because that's gonna happen eventually. Like he's gonna be in an interview somewhere with somebody. We're gonna get more perspective on his end. Maybe, I don't know. He's been pretty silent this fucking far. But
Carisha, please.
But like really, Diddy's in jail. She doesn't even have the weight to pull that kind of shit no more.
Yeah, she does.
Please,
She's still doing the show.
Carisha, please.
Nigga, I'm telling you. It'll probably be I don't know, man. I could see Big Boy for some reason.
Oh, you're not even trying. You don't think he'd go to the Breakfast Club? You think he'd go to Big Boy first? Big Boy's a legend, but for something of this magnitude,
I don't see him going.
he might have to go to David Letterman.
David Letterman, Bill Maher.
This is one of those stories, especially for like who Young Thug is right now and who he's probably going to turn out to be.
Well,
if the music keeps being good and the legacy just builds, he could go down as one of them ones for real.
This is big, but like, nigga, did Boosie, like, where did Boosie go when he first got out? Wherever Boosie went, that's where Young Thug going.
Boosie's case was different. Boosie, this is beyond rap. This is a historical American case that happened.
Yeah.
It's on the same level, not the same level, but like Casey Anthony.
Yeah.
Killed a white girl. OJ, like this is one of those trials that America kind of was looking at.
And especially,
so it's beyond just him being a nigga doing nigga shit.
Especially with how just the way the prosecutors just dropped the ball. Like the way they tried to like angle what they had, it was just kind of sloppy. It's like, yeah, look at these songs, Your Honor. He's rapping about shit, and it turns out it wasn't even him rapping. It was just sloppy work from their side, but they really didn't have a case technically. That's what the lawyer I follow has been saying. It's like these niggas didn't even. It's like they could have tried better, but better wouldn't have gotten him that much. And shout out to Brian Steele, man. Is Brian Steele needs a star in Atlanta.
Why is that?
They don't have like the star of like popular stars outside of like Onyx and shit. I think that would be some hard shit.
Nah, I don't
put
think
stars
so.
outside of Onyx on the pavement, nigga.
In Atlanta?
Where else?
There's enough stars on the ground in Atlanta. You got enough dust and speckles. But nah, I do think he needs to go up there because there's certain lawyers, like, they just got, what was his name again?
Brian Steele, nigga.
They got the names like Johnny Cochran.
Come on, dude.
Johnny
Cochran.
Bro, Johnny, if you say Johnny Cochran's name, everybody knows who the fuck that is. Lawyers aren't supposed to be that famous. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, yeah, but in terms of like just how the name sounds though, Brian Steele.
Nah, Johnny Cochran is that's not a regular name. It might not be the coolest name.
Johnny Cochran.
It might not be the coolest name, but for a lawyer, that's like Matt Murdock. You know what I mean? Lawyers have different names. Cochran Law Firm. You got to look at more billboards.
Come on,
they
man.
don't it's never Williams Law Firm. It's always Montgomery McDoubahow. It's always some elaborate shit.
You just like the first part of his last name, you freak. But you remember when Brian Steele, he was like, well, Judge, if you're gonna pull this bullshit, I'm going to jail with my guy, Young Thug. He went to jail. His wife was like, he wasn't even worried about it because his wife is the same thing. She's an attorney. She was like, man, baby, come pick me up. Wife came to pick him up, bailed him out, got Young Thug out. It's just everybody in the story is historic.
That's why they got to make it into something. They got to turn this into Netflix could do 7 episodes.
I don't
know who play Young Thug.
I would say either Lifetime or the highest like production Tubi can muscle up.
It wouldn't be worth it.
No, like you're not understanding. The highest production.
Their best.
I think
their absolute best.
I'm talking about like the highest production they could throw at it.
They couldn't produce it. They could just lease it. I don't trust nothing in Tubi's hands, nigga. Tubi isn't responsible for producing films.
Yeah, they are.
Tubi has Tubi exclusives. Because when I go on Tubi, all I see is like
Tubi, Freevee,
old school shit and film festival kind of movies.
Yo, Tubi, Freevee, Pluto TV.
Different.
But speaking of production, how we feeling about scary movies, nigga? You excited? How do you think we could be in it?
What you mean?
There's gonna be a need for just 2 miscellaneous niggas on a sofa talking.
Oh, so you saying they're remaking Scary Movie? They're bringing it back.
Nigga, you don't see that big ass, the first one up?
Well, nah, I see it, but you ain't say that. It's niggas listening to this. We gotta explain things to them. You said Scary Movie, what's up?
Well, yeah, context is everything. Well, yeah, Scary Movies is back.
That's it. And that's boom. Okay, that's all you know. Are you sure this is real?
Oh
because
my
when
God.
I looked at the
Wayans
source
brothers,
that tweeted it, I was like, "Is that
the
official?
Wayans brothers reunite for the first time in 18 years to develop Scary Movie 6 because apparently I don't remember Marlon Wayans talking about this with Shannon or even the Breakfast Club of them getting the rights back.
Yeah,
but I guess that's what they did. Fuck Harvey. I hope you rot, nigga. It's Scary Movie for life, nigga.
Oh, you definitely not getting in the movie now.
Yeah, no,
or any movie thereof.
Well, for Harvey's company?
Yeah.
You care about Harvey Weinstein's company?
It's Warner Brothers, nigga. No, I don't know where he at. But I feel like this one might actually be the funniest simply because of the time that it came out. When you watch scary movies now, like we talked about it recently, like it was funny when you was a kid. But when you watch it now, it's just more like gross than anything. It's like, oh, they did that shit.
It's still funny though.
I don't know. Funny, like I'll give you. I wouldn't completely throw it away, but it doesn't. When I watch it now, it doesn't hold up as well.
I mean, yeah, and that's Scary Movie was the start of all like classic parody movies that we know.
Yeah.
Or even things that we see in real films come from Scary Movie in the way they parodied it. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, it's like watching old Richard Pryor tapes. You might not laugh at everything because you've seen what he created done to like the best of its capabilities. So you gotta have that that hindsight in your brain when you're like thinking about it like that. But Scary Movie,
you gotta look at it with rose-colored glasses.
Scary Movie,
well, lenses, whatever the fucking phrase is.
Scary Movie is funny. The first one is funny, dog. Literally the second opening scene when they was in high school, the news reporter thing, like that little stupid shit. I forgot 𝙿𝙾𝚃𝚃's brother's name, but when he was like, "Yo, does this tank top make me look gay?"
Yeah.
And then he was like,
That was
"All right, what about now?" That shit was funny.
It was funny.
And when they're driving on the highway, he's like, "Yeah, yeah," and he's trying to get head, and they hit a bump, and now he's fucking stepping on the bitch head, and she's giving him head. And he's like, "Oh, whoa!"
But it's stupid. You see what I mean?
But it's like
it's stupid funny.
He's like,
I feel you.
Oh, whoa.
It's definitely not funny, but it's just like I remember watching that shit again in my mature.
Let me
in
hold on.
My regal age. I was like,
what did you have in
this
your
is
system? Was it the
stupid.
THCA or the real thing?
They blend together at this
Come
point.
on, man.
They blend together
I
at this
can't
point. It's the same shit. But
Nah, man.
it doesn't even matter what drug or choice was. I shouldn't have to use the right drug for a movie to be funny.
You shouldn't, but
That's not a good indicator of a great film.
It's not, but it is a good barometer for just
Making
and actually,
bad movies good.
no, nigga, you're always high. You're more high.
That's why it was an irrelevant question. Was I high or not? Of course, but that doesn't matter.
No, you see, you're not listening. To put both of them on your ear.
You don't have either.
Because I'm
So you
listening,
ain't heard
nigga. I'm
shit
the
I
listener
said,
here,
nigga.
nigga. I'm the ultimate listener, nigga.
You're not the ultimate
Jake listener, nigga.
You don't listen to nothing but yourself.
I said it was a THCA or the real thing.
What does that have to do with anything? You're talking about drugs. I'm talking about a movie not being held up. I wasn't high when I watched it the first time.
And that's
when it was the funniest. When I was sober.
You're crazy,
as a fucking
dog.
kid.
Scary Movie 6. It's funny that you say that because I think it's going to be the opposite. I feel like this could ruin everything. And by ruin everything, all of the movies that are done by them. So what was that? The first and the second one?
I think you're right. Yeah.
And the third.
Yeah.
And then once it got to the fourth, it got owned
Then,
by the white people and
the
settlers.
whites got it and they put the pink pinkies in them.
It got owned by Newso's.
I don't have
uncles.
high hopes either. I'll be real.
I don't have. And
I don't think it's gonna be that hard.
But it's no, bro.
I don't think it's gonna be that hard.
It's difficult because I feel like they're gonna try to pull from culture, almost like how SNL does, and it's gonna end up just like how SNL does it. Not funny. Just adding cultural things that, like, yeah, wow, like that's a point in time. That's a point of reference.
How did you feel about A Haunted House?
I was just about to bring that up. A Haunted House.
It's funny as fuck.
A Haunted House was good. A Haunted House was good.
It was fucking good.
A Haunted House was good.
They didn't force
but
the
moment-
culture. They didn't force culture.
They didn't force the culture, but there was definitely
weren't trying to be
some
relevant.
There was definitely some lines in there that I was like, okay, Marlon, you was definitely tired when you wrote that shit, nigga.
Well, maybe, but he didn't write the whole movie. My thing is, the thing with Scary Movie is that shit is an anthology. So it's like they're playing all that's gonna be the same is the name of the movie. It's a completely different iteration of spooky events. And I think that just gives them the freedom to kind of like
Yeah.
They're not trying to tell the same story because it's impossible. Like, what the fuck was the first one's even about? Like, just a bunch of first they were staying at this mansion all together. Like,
and we know by like how hard they work. Like, there's probably 1,000 scripts of Scary Movie 6 that they're literally probably just reading through, getting what they like the best ones. Cause
that's why I think it's gonna be good.
But I mean, yeah, but my heart, like, look, man, we've seen this with many movies, with many different franchises. Once you bring them back, they might not be as good as the old like timepieces that you once watched. We've seen this with Bad Boys. I didn't watch the last Bad Boys.
And
I didn't watch it.
This is the difference. This is the difference, is that they're trying to tell the same story. Scary movies and anthologies, like, it doesn't have to be anything like what we saw before.
Yeah,
You get
that
what
is
I'm
true.
saying?
That's
It's
true.
like, it's just all this the same as the name. It's just literally Scary Movie. But the first one, who was even the bad guy in the first one? Which one was it like they was doing the Scream ripoff?
it doesn't. It's still.
You get what I'm saying? Like Bad Boys
But-
4 was trying to progress these same characters,
But
which
to your
is like
point-
you can innately. There's so much risk associated with that shit. You can go so far off the ledge. It's like Will Smith. He's wearing a white tuxedo in the movie still.
But like you said, right? It's yes, they're not retelling the same story, but their shtick is part of the storyline of just like how. And they could come from a completely different angle. But what I was saying was like the shtick of how they've usually told the jokes of scary movies. Of course, it evolved from like 1 till 3, but a lot of the times it still had that Wayne's like 1, 2, 3 punch, set up, punch. So, and in seeing a haunted house 2 wasn't as good as the first one, but it was still good though.
That's what happens.
And that's another reason I'm like, man, it's just.
Well, they drugged that out. That shouldn't have been not everything needs a sequel. A Haunted House 1 was just perfect. Just had that to be its iteration.
So like you said, not everything needs a sequel. Now, I'm not using that as a point to not watch this or to view this as like, this could be bad. But not everything needs a sequel. And it's just, I don't know. But I'm also understanding that they don't, like you said, they don't have to be anything like the old ones. But
it's not even with a haunted house, it was the same dude in a different story. That could go wrong.
It was also a haunted house. When you first watched it, you saw it as the continuation of Scary Movie.
No,
in a sense.
No, I didn't.
A haunted house.
I didn't even think of it like that.
A haunted house had pullings from Scary Movie because, and it's not. It's like, nigga, it's the Wayne brothers. It's not far-fetched
in the sense that it's the Wayne's brothers doing a parody of a horror film. Yeah, but I didn't think of it in the same. I didn't even think of Scary Movie when I was watching that. Honestly, because first of all, it's good enough on its own, and it was a found footage movie. Like nothing about it is even similar, other than like the style of humor of like there's gonna be some jokes about that and all that shit. That's what.
But
they
what
do.
you're talking about is.
But I didn't. I'm think talking of
about
Scary Movie.
I'm talking about the guts, and you're just talking about the outside, like the package. I'm talking about what's in the package is Scary Movies. Of course, the outside is a completely different thing. It's a completely different package.
Well, yeah, because we're saying the same thing. All Scary Movie is, and like you said at first, they were the first to parody horror movie films.
Well, what else did I say, nigga?
That's the only thing you said that was relevant. But that's the stick. I don't know how to pronounce that word because I don't have one.
Well, that's well, you was laughing at me when I was trying to pronounce fascism.
But that's like a more commonly used phrase.
Oh,
but
shtick?
Shtick?
You're a comedian. Shtick is the shtick.
No, I'm a comedian. I should avoid those, right?
No, every comedian has a shtick.
I shouldn't even be able to pronounce it.
You fucking goof.
You fucking heck. But yeah,
you wish you had a
I
shtick.
think this is gonna be cool. It would be crazy if we had a role. I think you could be the first nigga to get murdered. You could fall for the white pussy trap. The old white pussy trap.
I can see that.
Like you could just the MILF, she got the pie to make you levitate off your feet. It's like, oh, what's that?
Yeah.
You a stoner, you all high and shit. Oh.
Yeah.
You walk into the cabin. It's a parody of Cabin in the Woods. What's that one movie where they put like the babies in the oven? You know what I'm talking about, F Mac? You be watching them kind of movies.
F Mac do or at least you got friends.
I don't know if it was grandparents.
It was no,
but they
something
put
like that, yeah.
it was something like that, and they put some kid in the oven.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. I don't know what the movie's called, but
but that shit.
Hopefully
you fall for it.
If they remade a version of The Orphan. Have y'all seen The Orphan, nigga? Type in The Orphan.
I've seen it, but I'm just trying to remember.
Just so I can
it was the little white kid, right? Well, duh,
the little
don't say nothing.
White kid. Well, the little white girl that was actually 30.
Yeah.
This
movie,
yeah,
the newest one, right?
Well, no, the old one. They made a new one.
I've only
there
seen
is
the
a new
one.
one that reveals that she's like older, I think.
Nah, the old one does that too.
Oh, well then I'm tripping.
Nah,
Yeah, that's got to be the big reveal of both.
The old one, hopefully, I don't know about the new one, but the old one, nigga, that 2011 version, The Orphan,
That's the old one.
it's so much material in there that like you could literally just remix it and it would be funny.
Can we watch the trailer? Because I remember watching this movie.
You'd be like, I remember one scene vaguely. It was like, hey, can I sleep with daddy? It was like, it was snuggled up and it was, like her hand was getting too close to
His junk.
to the junkyard. It's like, whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah, this is a crazy bitch.
It's not a teddy bear, bitch.
You gonna pretend to be a kid. Lauren, we was worried about you.
Well, we're seeing kids for the first time this
Checked it
weekend.
out of your plane.
I'm ready to adopt.
Adopting an older child is not an easy decision.
My name is Esther.
Why aren't you down at the party?
I've never really seen the point of it. I guess I'm different.
There's nothing wrong with being different, you know.
This is the version I
This
watched.
is an
It's old.
extraordinary little girl. She's
Yeah, this is
very
the old one.
mature for her age. You seem to have made quite a connection.
Is this your house?
It's your home, too. You're just as much part of this family as Danny and Max.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
This is our
It's
new
all coming
student.
back.
I'd like you all to make her feel very welcome today.
Oh, look.
Pause it.
Bo Peep texts me.
Wow.
Who? God damn it. Said hell no.
What? We in trouble?
It depends.
Mo said you watching a trailer.
I mean, I didn't pull it up anyway, so
Oh, you did?
it's not on
Nah.
the screen.
Oh, okay.
it's not on screen. It was
Yeah,
just
no,
audio.
it's good. That's my
Nigga, don't act like you've...
y'all. You niggas were worried.
Nigga, you asked him to put it on the screen, so I was like, God damn, I hope
I
it's
didn't
not on the screen.
ask him to put it on the screen for them. I asked for us. I said I wanted to watch the trailer. But this movie,
Oh, yeah.
it like seeing the scenes now, it's all coming back
It's
to me.
coming back.
This is actually good.
This
like,
is one of the... This
you
was-
remember when she pushed the little nigga out the treehouse?
And it's like, yeah, he broke his fucking... This was the
imagine
scary movie that was like, oh, so this is what scary movies can be. You know what I mean? Because usually when I watch scary movies, it's like some big bad guy who's already scary and has blood all over him. And he's in an abandoned house. He kills people. Whoop-de-doo.
This is your first one?
Whoa. Which one?
I feel like there's a lot of like classic, real scary movies. Even some of the ones that have like a villain.
Well, look, I don't count Leprechaun, nigga. You know, Leprechaun was scary as shit too.
Nah, that didn't count. That was always funny. I don't like charismatic killers. Charismatic killers don't work. They're never really scary. It's just always like I'm kind of on your side now. You get two good one-liners
Well, that
off.
shows much about your mental state.
I mean, you voted for Trump. I can't watch a scary movie, nigga.
Oh no.
But I get what you're saying because even what's the one movie about the devil's son?
The product I know.
The Omen.
The Omen.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a pretty good one. That's not just like killer.
More of a thriller though, right? I can't
That's
remember
kind
that
of
shit.
That's what scary movies are.
I
Though.
can't really remember that. It couldn't have been good.
No, it was good. It's kind of the same story. Instead of just being a 30-year-old dude, he was the devil's son.
Yeah, this
nigga.
one was old as hell.
Yeah, but this is probably the inspiration for The Orphan.
You might even be right about that, actually.
I mean, when you look at it, like this is eerily similar, and this one came out first.
I've never seen it. Is it good?
Yeah, no, it's pretty good. He was the devil's son, and they adopted him and all that shit. So you can only imagine the hijinks.
Yeah, he was real manipulative. He was able to make a bunch of shit happen without being directly involved with it.
Yeah, cunning.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cunning.
I wonder how he did that.
You probably voted him for president, wouldn't you, fuck nigga?
Nah, you would probably
devil's son.
You would see the intrinsic values in him.
I'll be real.
What's up?
As far as
You
scary
better not
movie-
lie.
The scary movie shit. I'm wondering if they end up picking up storylines from Hereditary because of how big it was.
Or Get
What
Out.
was that even about? I remember seeing that shit, but I don't remember actually going to the theaters to really sit down. And,
Hereditary was about it was a cult that. Okay, so there's a grandma. The main character family's grandma just died or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, she was a big cult leader, and there was a plan that was supposed to happen the day that she died, and it goes through throughout the movie. Basically, the plan just is set and happens throughout the movie. It's just
Well, God damn it, F Mac.
It's hard to explain.
That was a little boring.
I know, and what's crazy is I've always wanted to watch Hereditary. That's the with the white cloths, all the white women in a circle. The trailer. Hereditary, like, did it have all the white women and shit?
I don't think so.
You see, y'all
What
niggas
actually-
naming scary movies that nobody even remembers. This is what I'm saying.
Nah, Hereditary was huge. Hereditary was absolutely.
Lauren, you saw The Omen.
Oh my God. Now I think about it, Jamaicans don't make scary movies. They only make
Scary movies. What scary movies have actually like, and beyond just being a little kid and you know not being able to sleep at night, like what scary movies have you watched and been like, this shit is actually a little, I don't know what's about to happen.
I like paranormal shit.
You don't like that? It gets you.
That gets me, but I'm like,
The thing with scary movies is that like you gotta have a certain amount of like, it's a terminology, suspension of disbelief. If it's too goofy and cartoonish, it doesn't really work for me. Like any type of slasher movie where the dude is a real guy, those are better than like Jason Voorhees or Michael Myers. Because it's like, what the fuck you gonna do? Like, first of all, he's impossible. Secondly, if he was real, there's nothing I could do with this nigga. Like, so it's just like, I'm just gonna lay down and die. But with a real dude, it's like you watching, it's like, I know what I would do in this scene, but like, what the fuck is she about to do? And it's like, even what you thought might not work because he might have thought of that before. It's different when you're dealing with a real guy.
When horror movies and thriller movies are grounded, it's a lot more scary. Like it was this one movie, it had to deal with like it was an old veteran dude, but he was blind, right? So the kids went up in the house and fuck, what was that movie?
Yo,
that. It had.
I know what you're talking. I saw that in the theaters.
It had the dude from the Avatar. It had the general from the Avatar.
I think I saw that in the theaters.
Don't breathe.
Something. It was an old white dude.
Type in "Don't Breathe." Don't breathe, nigga.
Yeah, that's
Don't
good.
breathe was good as shit, nigga. It was literally.
You finally found one, huh? Fucking maggot.
This is what I'm saying. But no, but this is what it takes, like an actual good movie that people can go, yeah, that was good.
But look, go back down. What did it say, F-Mac? From the twisted minds of behind Evil Dead.
Evil Dead.
So they got, you know, some historians in this motherfucker.
You know,
some phenomenal talent. But this was definitely a good movie.
And a lot of horror movies that come out aren't as like different as this, because this movie was scary as shit. The floors,
scary movie,
he had built the floors for himself.
Yeah,
that he can hear every creak. Every creak is different.
It was his habitat, so it's like he knew. It's damn near like he was a giant spider in the web. He knew every room of the house, like just by the feel of it.
And in case people didn't watch it, I'm not gonna spoil the end because it's a whole thing, but. Yeah, nah, if you haven't watched it, it was a good movie.
I've been writing some movies lately.
No, you haven't.
I've been writing movies lately.
For what?
Just movies.
For what?
I got a role for you, pimp. I got a role for you, pimp. Pimp, I got a role for you. It's silent, but you there.
Oh my God.
He don't got no words. That Mac just.
Hey, the movie's called God. and like niggas is, fuck no.
Nah, the movie's called.
Fuck yeah.
Indian Democracy. It's gonna be a take on our new America.
Featherman.
But
nah, man.
You know what kind of scary movies used to fuck me up when I was a kid? Anytime, like it was just a creepy dude with a van. It would just get a bunch of kids and fuck them and kill them and all that shit. I used to hate them movies.
Which movie is that?
Like anything on fucking Hallmark. What's that channel called?
Hallmark.
Hallmark
that
movies.
has to come from your ego. Like you're good enough for somebody to steal and fuck.
Actually,
like just think about it.
I was
like
a
you know what I'm
handsome
saying.
kid.
Like you,
But
like I play basketball. I'm good at basketball. I'm gonna be tall. They're gonna try to take me.
Yeah, nah, that is the funny way. It's like
that's
I was the golden child, but like realistically, I just saw a bunch of shit. I just used to think that was the worst thing that could happen to a kid. Other than like, just living circumstances being sucky. Like, yo, if a nigga got kidnapped, I used to think like, what if one of my homies one day, I just go to the playground, he's not there, and his mom is just like, you seen Timmy? Yeah, I don't know what Timmy. And that used to be that was crazy.
As a kid, that probably is the worst.
That's a rational fear for a child to have, because you're not really in control, and getting kidnapped is the epitome of that.
I was and it doesn't just stop at kidnapping. Like
it's also
the kidnapping is what
the diddling sucks, the murder sucks.
Yeah, and that's the worst part,
ransom.
Especially as a black man. We've gone through a lot in this country. You know what I mean, with slavery, buck breaking. Every black man has thought like, yo, why'd I do that?
Bad word.
Mark that.
Say the other word next time. Say the other word next time. I mean, graped. I don't know about.
Why'd I do that?
It's one of them things. I say graped, but it's
nothing.
It's one of them things where it's like you're a dude, so you just cover it up and go on about your day. Like if I woke up with pink eye or something, I'd probably just put on a disguise, hats, nice jackets and chains and shades to distract from, you know, my conditions.
Well, but it also depends on like how you got that pink eye.
Yeah, that's
right.
important.
Was your face
if I got kidnapped,
was your face in tight crevices where they should have been?
Because I was trying to evade my kidnapper, I had to, you know, sneak out through the bathroom.
That's crazy.
Was rubbing my eye against the floor.
Yo, are you serious,
my shit
nigga?
might just leak off. I might start seeing red.
That's good. That's a good narrative. That's nasty because I wasn't even here to defend myself.
What's narrative? What's nasty?
He just told me he lied about it.
Wait, what did he lie about?
He said that I had pink eye or some shit.
Who said you had pink eye? You got pink eye? Let me see.
No, I don't, nigga.
Ugh, that shit look a little pussy.
Oh, wow.
Look a little pussy over there, nigga.
Got it.
Cover that back up.
So y'all running narratives when niggas ain't here. Okay.
Nobody said you had
It's
pink
good
eye.
to know that y'all running narratives when niggas ain't here.
Yeah,
Running
nobody,
narratives.
First of all,
Nobody
F-Mac and
said
Tony
you
was
had
the first
pink eye.
niggas to try to say
it's
something
cool.
about it.
Y'all running narratives when niggas ain't here. I like that. I like that. That's underhanded.
Even worse.
That's underhanded.
Even
but I like
worse
it.
than allegedly running narratives. That shit that you just pulled right there, that was gross.
I just pulled?
That was worse than the alleged pink eye Lauren might have had. I like how you just jumped out of that.
First of all,
I like how you see that F-Mac? He just left us stranded like, yo, them niggas over there was kikiing about your eye.
Hey,
you had just
Lauren,
as much fun with that information as the rest of us.
See who throw
know
see who throw rocks and high
I see
hands.
her throwing rocks
You see
and
who
high
throw
hands.
rocks
Lauren
and
can't
hands.
see anything
I see
out of that pussy ass eye.
Yeah, I see that.
It's
I see
blinking.
what's happening.
Do you really believe that?
Really believe what?
He can't see nothing about out of that pussy ass eye?
Yeah, it's pink, it's red, it's sultering.
Well,
why have you decided to be a hater this episode, Tom?
Why have I decided to be a hater? Well, you know, we started off with something that could divide anything.
Nah, he was hating way before that.
Friendships.
But
you know,
speaking of hating,
democracies.
Have y'all seen D-Wade's statue?
No.
You haven't seen it?
No, I'm playing. Everybody's seen that shit. And yeah, it looks bad. The thing is,
if
you look at all, I realize if you look at all statues, they all kind of suck.
They all
suck.
There's only, out of 5 statues that might get built for NBA players, 2 of them might look fucked up. 2 isn't 3, but 2 is a lot. You get what I mean? And it just so happens
what are the
D-Wade,
good ones? Besides Michael Jordan.
No, you don't give stipulations on the question.
Well, because the thing is, there's only 2 good ones. But
no, nigga, Magic Johnson.
Pull it up. Pull it up. Because I don't even know if that's true. You're smiling.
Magic Johnson statue look good, man. But this, what y'all see right now, is D-Wade. I know it doesn't look like it. It looks like what John Henry probably looked like.
Nah.
Just yelling. It's like a strong jawed nigga.
That's what you see.
Strong jawed.
What else did you notice?
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it. You see it, Lauren?
Nah, I didn't see that.
See it. Which part were you looking at?
That wasn't what I saw.
Was it the chin or was it where the ear connects?
Yeah.
To the jawbone. Which part were you looking at? What's the strongest?
Y'all suck. Anyway, so D-Wade statue. Did you ever look up Magic Johnson?
Oh, you said you wanted Magic. Oh, I got you.
But for what it's worth, I don't think it looks that bad.
What do you mean?
I don't think it looks as bad as it could have.
I agree with you in the sense that all statues kind of fucking suck.
This shit looks way better, actually.
That looks way better, but still, it's also in context. Like when you look at it,
yeah, it does look.
You know it's Magic Johnson, but it's still. Statues are hard. They're really difficult to get right.
That's pretty good.
Oh wow, that looks
That's
great.
pretty good. Wait,
that's pretty good.
And I'm not gonna lie, I just said Magic Johnson just because I thought his would look nice.
Obviously,
but this looks phenomenal.
Is this real?
It don't even look real. Magic Johnson wasn't that swole.
Yeah, you see his arms, huh?
I mean, he's wearing a fucking jersey, nigga. I'm not imagining what's under his shirt.
I said his chin.
Why are you talking about?
No, I was talking about the S-Max. No, you body shaming him or body loving him. But yeah, nah, this nigga, it's cool. I mean, I guess. Fuck it. What am I gonna do?
How about
Go
say
fix it?
How about say your shoulder? His shoulders got you stuttering and shit. But nah, there's a lot of other NBA players with nice statues. LeBron has a couple nice statues.
Where?
Outside of his school.
That don't count.
I'm fucking around. He don't got a statue. He should have a statue outside of school, right?
Nah, I think he should try to not detach himself from it, but just keeping the brand at bay.
Is that his mom or his girl?
No, that's another basketball player, nigga.
Yeah. That's 𝙲𝙾𝚃, isn't it?
Yeah, I think. I just know she played basketball. I forgot her name.
I don't know women basketball players.
Yeah.
Besides Angel Reese, the best one.
I could be wrong.
I saw this one WNBA player though. I was like, she has a lot of talent. Space in the floor, if you know what I mean. But
hit that button.
Yeah, that's 𝙲𝙾𝚃.
Hit that button.
Which button?
The button you hit earlier.
For what?
For that pun he just gave.
Oh, my fault.
It's too late now. Don't fuck it.
Yeah.
You would just make what he said worse.
Yeah, I'll be you make me bomb too. So we both came
No,
bomb.
not two, nigga. Make you do.
You palm too.
But
the statues.
I
suck.
think it looks as good as it should be. This is Dwayne Wade. Why do people? I don't know, man. I respect D Wade, but
sound like it,
I don't. I don't like hold him to like, nigga, that's D Wade.
That's because of what happened after.
Yes,
it fucked up.
But I also never viewed him as how people view like Vince Carter gets more love than D Wade.
You were never big on basketball though, so that
nigga, I was big on basketball.
You were big on basketball?
Nigga, who wasn't big on basketball? Everybody was big on basketball.
Yo, why you saying it like that?
Yeah, but you're making it a thing now. But like, no, not everybody was big on. There were like, there's
y'all niggas
casual.
gay as shit.
Well, I'm not even talking about gay. What are you talking about? Nigga?
Well, y'all
focus.
Y'all niggas was what y'all laughing at?
Fuck Lauren.
You and Lauren got some weird like
I wasn't
mental
even
connection.
talking to Lauren. I'm talking to you,
well,
my
tell
brother.
Lauren to be quiet while we're having a podcast.
I mean, you think he would know?
Relax.
And that's what be talking. But no,
yeah.
Goddamn, we're talking.
But fuck, what was I talking?
You were so good until Lauren just said something.
So good, damn,
nigga.
Great.
What?
It was.
What was I doing? You big on basketball. There's I don't think that you.
I'm getting. What?
In your childhood was like you keeping up with the NBA?
I was
in a way that wasn't, the three best players and you play 2K every now and then.
I was watching basketball. I wasn't the most fanned out nigga, but it was a sport. I was like, oh shit, like, basketball's on. It's like it's something cool. Like how I am now, it's just like it's basketball. That's how it's always been. Exactly. I'm a black dude in America. It's hard not to like basketball.
I don't know.
And first of all, when D Wade was popping, nigga, most of us was 6 years old.
We was young,
5 or 6 years old. So let's not try to change what's going on. D Wade didn't have a resurgence.
Kobe, the same. Like, what are you talking about? There's plenty of niggas that we didn't watch.
But Kobe was still that nigga though.
Dwayne Wade. He had some injuries that slowed him down towards the end of his career.
Yeah, he did.
But Dwayne Wade is probably like top 5 shooting guards of all time.
He's a legend.
He's probably in the top 5.
And he's just,
and you know how many shooting guards there are?
Yes.
To be top 5 shooting guards of all time is kind of crazy.
And that's why
that's the position everybody wants to be. That's the scorer. And that's the nigga with the ball in the last second. Like that's who.
You might be correct with all the things that came out about him. It might just have changed my view of him. But
pushes
also,
his highlights further.
I'm really thinking from like, I don't know, like I just don't. It's like, yeah, I know he was that nigga. I respect him for that.
Dwayne Wade is cold. Dwayne Wade was cold as fuck.
He was cold, but
it's
still Dwayne Wade.
It's the gay. It's all the gay.
No, because I'm not even that type of like.
It's not conscious. I don't think it's conscious. I think what happens is like it's just perception of people. Like two niggas can have the same level of work in terms of being good at what they're great at, but one nigga is just cooler, so he's gonna be favored more. When you have so many knocks on your resume till you're cool, we can only do so much with you, nigga. Like, how could we? You couldn't bring up Dwayne Wade in any serious conversation without being met with a rebuttal because of what he did. But it's different with Vince Carter. Vince Carter has no stains on his resume.
You want to know?
Best believe if Vince Carter came out and was like, my auntie is a man now and I'm marrying her, we would all be like, oh, what the fuck? Vince, your vertical is looking like 35 inches now.
Yeah.
Posted at 52 we was getting.
Exactly.
And even that was a bump up because we like you. So it's not he has a 45. Yo, Vince Carter was jumping out the gym.
Yeah, nah.
He had a 62-inch vertical. We do it. It's like what Trump does. We're all Trumps. We're all trumping.
Ah, shut up.
It is.
I don't even know if we look at him this way if it was never for LeBron. So,
oh, nigga. So I get what you're saying, right? You can look.
Finally,
you can look at. Well, you make it hard. Exactly. Shut up. You.
That was a good one. That wasn't a good
well,
one.
it shut you up.
It made me think if I should say pause or not, but keep going.
I bet. You're good
I
at.
thought about
you're good at finding the homosexual where the homosexual where there's no gay.
I'm not good at it. I just podcast with you.
So
it happens.
Yeah, I bet. But how people talk about D Wade is the exact way motherfuckers talk about Will Smith. We just brought up Will Smith last episode. Shout out to Will Smith for not doing this to, step on him. And he just dropped a song. I don't know if you want to react to it near the end. But
I'm cool.
Like
I'm good on that, brother.
I still like I'm viewing them the same, right? Like I was a kid or damn near not even thinking about anything when they were really popping. Later in the future, they both had something come out about their past or something they did in the present that made me go, huh? But I still know that Will Smith was that nigga.
Yeah.
For some reason, D Wade, it just never.
But you're the only one that's doing this.
Never connected to a nigga. Like,
but that's you.
Well, no, I'm just saying.
And
culturally
I think that
too.
There's no campaign against
D Wade was
D
a
Wade's
good.
greatness.
D Wade was a great. He was a great, but there's others.
He came out and did some mystical shit, and that kind of muddies the waters a little bit for your reputation. That's all it is.
No, not fully,
Dwayne Wade was cold.
I'm not saying he wasn't.
We could pull it up right now.
But also how
you wouldn't believe your
especially
eyes.
staying with like the same team and doing that for that long with the same team. Like,
especially being
he's gonna be a Miami Heat GOAT forever.
A 6'4" dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like niggas 6'8", you a superstar, duh. But like to be not a little guard. but
LeBron
to be
did
a
help his
guard.
career though. LeBron helped his career.
Yeah, but didn't he get a chip before LeBron?
Yeah, with Shaq, I think, right? No.
Nah, Shaq wasn't.
Yes, with Shaq.
Shaq
It was
there
2006
eventually.
with Shaq.
No.
It was 2006 with Shaq.
I think so.
Damn, 2006?
Yes, exactly, nigga.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
What the fuck was you thinking about?
Google it. I don't believe him.
I just didn't even think Dwayne Wade was like even doing shit in 2006.
Oh, well, yeah, he was doing a lot in 2006.
But yeah, he won before, bro.
Yeah, he won before.
Yeah, he did.
You know a lot
But
about.
I meant like
With an old slobby Shaq.
It was in
yeah,
2006.
it was 06. Yeah.
You know a lot about.
Hey,
Guess
guess
you know
what?
a lot about the
I know
sassiest NBA player's
basketball.
resume.
I know basketball. Well, look at you trying
You know
to
a
find
lot
it.
about
Look at
the
you
sassiest-
so good.
Y'all are both
Yo,
right
you
about
hear
each
that
other.
shit?
Y'all are both right about each
He
other.
heard
so
that. He
good.
said, 06.
You're so good.
06.
Oh my god.
That was a little, okay, nigga. All right. You
You're
got to
s-
do wait.
you
Where your lean nings. That's what the shoes are called.
Oh,
The-
my
The
God.
way your way lean nings.
Oh my god.
You like Asian exports. You know, Donald Trump is going to put a tariff on Dwayne Wade's shoes.
You-
They come from China.
You're so.
You have to pay like $200 more for your way of ways. And I can only imagine how much your striped socks are going to cost now, nigga.
It's amazing how good
You're
you are.
voting for your detriment.
It's amazing how good you are at finding the gay. You need to be a gay investigator.
Why you still thinking about the guy? I'm talking about Trump.
Looking for missing gays.
I'm talking about Trump and you thinking gay.
You could put your nose
Why?
to the ground and smell them.
Why?
I don't know what the fuck you just said.
Yeah, you just killed it all, man. Jesus
Nigga, no. Every
Christ.
time you
curmudgeon.
whatever.
But what was
Merchant. Yeah, exactly.
Dwayne
What
Wade.
I was about to say.
Fucking
yo.
See how interesting this is.
How long we been running? 235?
239.
That was close. But you had something up there.
What you was interested in? You wanna hear it, Nate?
Well, I don't know if you had anything you want to get off before. Well, I'll just tell my little bullshit.
Well, how quick of a bullshit is this?
You'll go to yours.
So, like, you know how I did some research on accident a while ago about McDonald's for no fucking reason. Like, I was just watching some shit about how it happened.
Watching some shit. Yeah. Why, you just been watching histories of
I'm a buff.
everything important.
I'm a buff, nigga. But
yeah,
I was watching some history on McDonald's, and I was learning about the inner workings of how it even became the global franchise it was. It used to be owned by these two niggas, And most of the time when like the first two niggas have it, they pimping it with their hearts.
Yeah.
Not with their minds.
Yeah.
They're not really about their business. They're about like, you know, this is my grandmother's fucking recipe for these French fries.
Yeah.
So this one nigga came in. Lauren, you shaking your head for roaches. I'm pretty sure you saw the movie, right?
No, I know the story.
Okay. But
I know
this
the story,
one nigga
that's all.
came in. He made it into what it was. But he was an ice cream machine salesman. That was his thing. Like, you know how Lauren had snacks.
Yeah.
Will Smith had the heart monitors.
Exactly.
This guy's shit was ice cream machines. So he was going around slinging those. He ended up selling them in a lot of McDonald's restaurants because, you know, ice cream shakes and burgers, they go hand in hand.
Exactly.
So the partnership just became just ubiquitous to the point where they just had to do it. He was like, man, look, we can grow it. We can franchise it out. Of course, there was some apprehension to that shit. But all this to say this. The reason that the ice cream machines be broken, that's even a trope, is because there's some sort of like patent where you can't just send anybody to work on the motherfuckers. They got to be a specific guy.
And McDonald's can't use any other ice cream machine. So when you open up a McDonald's, you have to use certain things that are signed off by McDonald's, including the oven, freezer, and the ice cream machine.
It's almost like getting another nigga's baby mama pregnant.
And the same thing they did with batteries, how like they can make a battery that lasts 24 hours, but that's stupid because you need people to come back. So in order for them to make money, it's like I know what you're talking about. I couldn't find anything to where they was like they purposely mess up the ice cream machines to where you have to call somebody out there to fix it because you know it's like it's a recurring business. It's a recurring business model.
It's a mafia shit.
Yeah. And that's the best way. That's the only way to win. You have to serve people.
It's not the only way.
That's the only way to win. You have to serve people a broken product and you give them the solution.
That's not the only way.
That's the only way.
Business is
to
problem
win.
solving. Business is problem solving.
The best businesses do that. Can we say that? Can we at least agree?
Some of the most lucrative businesses cause the problem that they're solving.
Can you say
Which
the
is
best?
Genius. I'm not saying that it's
Can
a
you
bad
say the
thing.
best?
What you mean the best? No, I'm not going to say the best.
nigga.
I'm not
Or
gonna
just create their
give you
own,
what you want.
or like create their own
Fuck that.
competition and own both. Like that's the other way.
But
or even take the Steve
Same
Jobs
thing,
approach
technically.
of being their own competition. Like, how could I take myself out of business? You niggas done flirting?
Well, it gets annoying, right? It's annoying when I'm having side conversations. No, I'm still
front and
nah,
center.
nigga, nah,
Front and center, nigga.
nah.
Yeah.
Tell Lauren to act right.
Yeah, with all these little, I don't like it, Lauren. Take them shades off, nigga. You're too relaxed.
Yo, what
Chilling,
gas
dog.
station did you get them from? He loves them.
Nah, I forgot I had these.
Yo, you forgot? Oh,
Yeah.
Those be the best type of like
Yeah.
garments, nigga.
Yeah, I forgot I had them. Apparently, I gave them to my girl a while back. I didn't even know.
Where?
I saw them on the dresser. I was like, nigga, I need some shades real quick. She was like, those are yours. I was like, what? I looked at them. I was like, oh,
So you was
shit.
gonna put on girl shades
These
just
were
for the
mine.
fuck?
Yeah, I was like,
Well, they were like ambiguous shade. Like they didn't look specifically like girl.
unisex.
Ambiguous.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. Them
yeah.
shades that are just like regular type shit.
Yeah, for every gender. For
Yeah.
the them, theys, yous, hers, and them.
Trans
Those-
spectrum.
Yeah, those ones. But yeah, I just saw them shits and was like, I forgot. I needed them because sun be beaming in the car, nigga. So
Nigga, I haven't owned a pair of shades in years, and it's probably one of those investments that I need to make, but I don't know.
It is, but it's something about it. Like, even when he said, I need the shades for the car. I'm like, what's wrong with your visor, nigga?
But shades
shades are better.
They're
shade-
better.
Shades are better.
They're so
Of course.
they're incredibly better.
But are they manlier? Men are supposed to suffer.
Well, only niggas who don't are already like cool with where they at need that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm good. I don't need anything to make me more man. If you need that,
it's
then
not
that's
about
cool.
being more man.
Well, I mean,
it's about not subtracting
it's cool. Yeah,
from the
yeah.
man that you already
So if you
have.
still need
It's
it, but if you need
it's
that,
about not subtracting.
Exactly.
The
You're
thing
afraid
is,
of that.
you could be a billionaire, but you don't want to spend $500,000 willy nilly. Why would you do that?
I guess.
Why?
Well,
$57,000 for some shit.
It's all right.
For what? You got a budget.
For the ice cream machine, nigga. That's why.
You have to budget. Buy a machine, the only one that can fix. See, you the
Yeah.
type of nigga to make that investment.
I would have
Lauren.
done what Ray Kroc did.
You was a Ron McDonald.
but
ass
that's
nigga.
also
I'd
that's the
done what
smartest
Rick Rock
thing to
did.
do. It's the most conniving thing to do
for the
too.
ice cream machine, nigga. Yeah.
Yeah. Look, man, Lauren's a businessman. I feel like Lauren would do.
Lauren's a businessman.
Yeah, Lauren is a businessman and a listener.
Yeah.
But nah, we're about to get into these wild LOIs.
Yeah, I got distracted because I'm pretty sure somebody farted. But that's one of them things that when you just say it out, nah, don't do that. Nah, nigga, don't do that.
That's smart.
I smell it too.
That's smart.
But I swear to God,
you say it. Did you fart?
No, I didn't fart.
Okay,
there's no need for me.
But
to
that would be like a double-edged tactic to fart. Wait a couple seconds, be like, I wanted to say something, but some nigga farted.
Nah, because the thing is, it's like
put it up for question in the room.
It is bothering me to the degree where it's like I don't
fart
like.
is still around.
Stop acting like you don't know how long yours lasts. You know the duration of your gas. Don't do that.
No,
there's a fan blowing over here.
Nigga, I ate fruits and berries for breakfast. Nigga, my farts would lighten up this room.
Fruits and berries.
Y'all, everybody would be thankful.
Nah, I'm good.
Speaking,
you got rainbow farts.
Rainbow.
They them
You're
farts.
He's the best, man.
You got
I love
rainbow
him.
farts, nigga.
I love you.
Ew.
Yo, you fucking stupid. But before we get to these wild LOIs, man, just want to let y'all know, man, we really appreciate y'all, man. We really love y'all, man. Everything y'all been doing for us, man. Leak and Nutso, man, y'all been doing the best, man. Everybody that's been supporting, we really love y'all. But
I'm hungry. I can't wait till this be over.
Nigga, I'm like, yo,
I can't wait till this
I'm
be over.
going to Chick-fil-A. I was like, I don't know what you want.
I mean, you got room in the car ride with you.
But, nigga, I've been, what's type
You're
of
not
soap
going
y'all?
to Chick-fil-A today.
Oh, it's fucking Sunday.
Yeah, man.
Fuck, these you talking
Yeah,
about?
you do that every time.
It's been that type of week. I gotta figure out what's near here. I don't feel like eating Bojangles.
I don't give a fuck. It really don't matter
Too
to
heavy.
me. But
there is
Wild LOIs, you said? Is that what we're in? That the phrase of the show?
Yeah, we're in Wild LOIs. Did we get any DM?
Not that I know of. Stop doing that. Just put them in the fucking comments, man. There's so much rigmarole to keep up.
Nigga
And
said
especially with Leak and
rigmarole.
Nuts, so them niggas be bow, 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 bow.
Nigga, no, it's not. It's just one nigga. And I don't
I'm
think we
complaining.
did.
I'm just complaining, but you know.
I don't think we did, but
it's just one girl. she's a mixed martial artist. Well, no. She's a mixed martial artist. I follow her. But it's like she has interesting tactics. Like she don't just throw punches in the video. She's gonna twerk at the end too.
How
like I know y'all can't see this, but just imagine an Asian woman maybe. Nah, she's probably like Cambodian. But like she gets some bag work in, she'll do some things, but just wait to the end.
okay, she's in the back.
Wow.
She didn't twerk,
Wow.
nigga.
I did the one
You
where
clicked on
she
the
didn't
wrong.
fucking
Wow.
do it. That's her signature too. I'm so fucking disappointed.
Well, shout out her name.
Oh,
'cause
look, she's twerking at the beginning of this one. It looks like she's in a silly environment, but she does take the fighting serious. But I do appreciate this. And I was even telling y'all niggas last episode, I don't just follow. I probably got 2 or 3 Instagram thoughts that I'm following just for like, just for the eye candy. But the other ones, that's crazy. I've never seen that before.
Nigga, you don't have to tell us your goon behavior.
They have to be bad, but I like them when they're bad with a profession.
Oh, go up. You don't have to tell us about your goon behavior.
With the profession.
That's a strong butt. She just won though. So I'd probably hit that night though. Only because of the winning bonus. But
nah,
what was her name? Because I feel like Leak would love to just spend all of his time on his break during lunch.
She does look like his flavor of woman.
He would rather do nothing during his lunch break. But then to look at that bitch.
I ain't about to give Leak nothing to jerk off to.
Well, let's look at what Leak said.
I gave Leak 2 hours of podcast.
Shout out to Leak. Guys, hashtag Wild LOI. 259-34. Ayo, pause. Wild LOI, Wild LOI, don't y'all do more skits or basketball competition content? If Joe Budden gets a video of him playing Ish or Mark before we see team behind the boards, Jason and Lauren versus Team LOI, y'all lacking. Another one. Well, let's answer the first one.
Yeah, that'll never happen. Well, I mean, that'll happen, but that wouldn't even be fair.
Yeah, well, I guess
the teams wouldn't be Jason and Lauren.
Yeah, nah. I guess we could do that just to get it out the way and then
To
do the real
warm
team.
up? Yeah.
And then do the real teams.
We just stretch real quick.
Yeah,
Jason and Lauren, oh my God.
Nah, that would be bad.
We might lose because of how hard we're not trying.
Yeah.
You might lose because of Nobles.
Nah, I doubt that.
No.
And honestly,
I've never
now,
seen F-Max skills, and it's causing me to severely underestimate him.
He works well on a team. So it'd be a good team effort.
It wouldn't be.
That's his scouting.
Let me say, I've seen F-Max shoot.
Sure.
He has a very strong form.
Duh.
Like, of course, it's very like.
Look at his thumbs.
And I feel like his stance is. It's almost. It's weird, like a. I don't know, like a fighting stance when he shoots.
That's what it is.
It's just like
you feel
off.
threatened.
When nobody feels threatened. I'm the fighting nigga.
He's
Why
got
would
his
I
left
feel
foot
threatened?
forward.
His left foot. First of all, don't talk about
Does he
fighting
have his left
stances
foot
because you look
Did
like
you see me throw my left foot
you
out?
look like you're
I saw
ice
you.
skating.
I saw you look down.
Did I see you? Why
He's
did
like,
you do
shit.
that?
He's like, oh shit, what are you about to do? But yeah, nah, that would never happen in skits and basketball competition. That's
skits is definitely look, if not for Menace, definitely LOI, because like Tony said, he's writing things, so we're gonna put them on film.
I'm not gonna lie. I started a movie like a couple days ago. And then I just always had a bunch of sketch ideas. So it's like whenever niggas is free. And we got side characters.
Yeah.
Side characters.
I'm with it, man.
I'm with it.
I'm with it. We can do some shit after this if you want.
What you want to film, nigga?
I'm just saying. I'm with it.
All right. He's with it. We got it. So it's going to happen. You hear that, Leak?
Yeah.
But
I got, I'm actually exporting the last basketball game between me, AJ, and Tone. Now that you say that.
Oh, wow. That's great.
Like right now, as we speak?
Yeah, just after you said that, I was like, let me just export it real quick.
Wow.
Nigga said, let me just export it. Let me just embarrass myself.
Drop it. But,
did you You won one?
That was that.
He won the last one, I think.
Nah, I won like 3. I won like 3.
I was just about to say like the last 2 or something.
I won like 3.
Because I don't like when Lauren tries to like joke around like, oh, you lose because of Jay Nobles.
See how he
I
feels?
would fuck.
Yeah,
I'm going to fuck Lauren up.
There it is. No, you're not.
You have to, but you guys are teammates, though. That's the problem.
I'm gonna.
We work well on a team too.
We'll always work together on a team. But I need Lauren to understand that the way he speaks about me needs to be checked.
Nah, the way you speak about me needs to be checked.
Check him.
No, I mean, nigga, where's the basketball? You the basketball nigga.
No, check him right now.
Up,
check
nigga.
him.
Oh, shit. Check up.
Check up, nigga.
Glasses off, nigga. Let's go. Fuck out of here, nigga.
All right, let's get
your glasses off. Let's go.
What's happening?
Fuck out of here, nigga.
Do it. But nah, you do. That is a good point. Lauren completely
he talks about
utterly
me
disrespects
so loosely,
You're
as
absolutely.
if like
you suck.
And I get it. I'm not as good as Tone. Granted, you're the best one here, but you're not like I'm great.
I'm way better than you. I'm way better than you.
You're not way better than me. Wait,
hold on.
Nobody
real
believes
quick,
that. Can we be honest? Nobody believes you're way better than me. You're better.
I am.
You're not way better.
Justin, you haven't seen. You don't even know what you look like when you play basketball.
I'm getting tired of your final stand. I want to see
You
it.
don't know what you look
it.
like when you play basketball. You look like a novice. It's kind of like it's effective.
I'm still
you
able,
get the
I'm
job
still
done,
and
but you don't like. It's just not. It's a certain fluidity that you can see in a nigga who's been doing something for a while. There's like you can't just. You can't.
But if I can stay toe to toe with you, it's like you're not way better than me.
You can't just. You're not toe to toe with me though.
Leak.
I mean,
toe to toe
footage on the way.
He's got a point though, because like
there's a certain
he beat you a lot of times.
No, you're better. But
like,
I beat you a lot of times. What's up with this?
But you don't know
better?
our ultimate record. I've beaten him 1,000. It took probably 3 years
but if it took
for
him
it to get to the point where it was competitive. But you got to understand, like the full totality of our hooping career. I remember back when we first started hooping,
old days.
We would go to Abbott's, but you got to understand, like I've created a better version of you.
You didn't. First of all,
listen.
Didn't do
I've created
anything.
Lauren, what you have to understand
with other niggas.
What you have to understand is that like this confidence he has is recent time. It's 2 to 3 years.
But you have to give him that though. You have to give recent time what it is now.
Can I say everything before we start talking about the shit I didn't say?
But you need to know that.
Can we say everything?
You need to know that and what you about to say.
But like, can I get it all?
Go ahead.
Thank you, Lauren. I needed that guidance and wisdom to make sure I didn't make this mistake.
For sure.
Talk nicely to me, nigga. You heard him.
Fuck that. See, here, it always circles back to you needing reassurance. You need this reassurance.
It always circles back to you not giving it, nigga.
But listen. You got to understand from my perspective what's going on here, Lauren. You got to think, this is a nigga's ass that I used to whoop so easily that the fact that he's gotten to the point now where it's competitive is like, well, this is cool, but you got to understand our record is 1,000 to 21. 1,000 to 21. What happens is you saw all the 21, not all of them, but you was around for that era.
But that era is still a new era. That's all I'm saying. That's still a new era.
He's talking about things that don't matter.
They do matter.
Small things that
like,
don't
all of these
matter.
things that matter.
You're not way better than me at basketball. I'm way better than you at fighting.
If I was a rookie,
I'm way better than you at
that's the difference.
If I was a rookie in the NBA and I was not that good, but 5 years later I became an all-star, nigga, I'm an all-star. So it's like you got to give the nigga the credit when he's no longer a rookie and he's an all-star.
Oh, okay, I'll give him
that's
credit
what I'm saying. So
for
it's like
being
you can't
better, but I also got to give myself credit in that because I made him better.
Well,
that's to be debated.
I mean, that's
to be debated.
That's to be debatable. Hey, let me argue myself.
Put it this way.
You just ad-lib
Put
what
it
I
this
say.
way. I've dragged you to more basketball situations than you probably would have been in naturally. I'm not saying that you.
Boom.
I'm not saying that you
That's why you
wouldn't
say
have
hell
hooped.
no.
I'm not saying that you wouldn't have hooped, but you've hooped more
Malarkey,
in
nigga.
this relationship.
Lauren, you gotta
Understand that. Stop looking to Lauren for help. Lauren's not gonna
He
help.
keeps trying to help me. He's traded
see
sides.
you. He can't see
In the beginning, he was with you. Lauren, you're a little.
It takes
I'm
two
objective.
to defeat me because I'm the best. I am better than you niggas, and that's all I have to say.
I'm way better than you at fighting. You're not way better than me at fucking basketball.
And this is what you do. Just bring up something else.
No, I'm saying
Just bring up something else. We're talking about basketball. You wanted credit for basketball.
The distance between
then he was
you
like,
being.
let me go. I beat you in stand-up comedy.
I'll let you finish.
I beat you in stand-up comedy.
The distance between you and
Do
me in
something about it.
basketball
I'm
like
way
how
better
it
than
is.
you at stand-up because I beat you in a competition, nigga. Put it that way.
The distance between you and me and you in basketball is
why is that relevant to the discussion? Other than it makes you feel better about where you are in life.
Because you're misconstruing the distance. Like we're very close. We are closer than you expect.
We're not close, dog.
We are closer than you expect.
Got karate lessons
we are literally
for 2 years.
We are me. We are me being 3 months just head down, just hooping, and then I'll be able to
head down.
That's all it is.
Me in a wheelchair, not
is.
doing anything at all, not getting better. Then you might be able to catch up.
I bet.
Do you have 2 full formal years of MMA training?
Nope. Year in practice. Just sparingly.
And you're trying to compare that, your master of skill level in a year and a half, to what I've been
How
doing
many
for
years
over 10
have
years.
you-
To what I've been doing for over 10 years. It's impossible. The distance.
It actually
distance,
that argument can be made
the
because
distance
you never
phenomenal.
fought. Like I played basketball when I was little. You was never
different.
fighting.
It is completely different.
Y'all done?
Yeah, we're done. yeah. Because he can't just be bad at something. He has to bring it. You notice that he brings up something he's good at. Like when we're fighting, like, all right, go ahead. You're a better fighter. Now watch what I say. Watch what I say.
All I was saying
Hold on,
was
watch what
the
I do.
distance between me and him in basketball is what it is.
I didn't even have to do
fight.
anything for this pivot. This nigga started off saying that I'm disrespecting him, and they just started disrespecting each other. That's how this shit flipped.
Well, Lauren, you see what you do. You talk too fucking much.
I didn't even do anything.
Your perception of your talent is also skewed.
Well, I'm perceiving it
skewed.
to you, nigga.
It's
You the
skewed.
perception.
No, it's skewed.
No, nigga.
I'm not the only perception. AJ is on this court. I know you're not there, but you're basing some of this off what you do to AJ, what you do to Lauren, and 21, and 2v2 settings,
we played
and 2v2
against each other,
settings.
though. Come on,
but you've never been to war, dog. Like you've never really been to war.
Come on,
and that's what I'm saying. That's why I feel disrespected because I've been to war, trenches, referees, actual stakes on the line, and this nigga has the nerve to be like, "You're not that different. You don't even have the experience, my brother. You have played in a lot of safe environments."
No referees is safe.
It's beyond that. It's beyond no stakes.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You just go home.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing on the line for real other than
no record,
the verbal
no championship.
The verbal I won and you lost. There's nothing really on the line here. There's no people in the stands wanting you to fucking win.
Yeah, some of the games I played are cemented in history. Like it's a historic reference there.
Nigga,
it's
I'm
a
not gonna
historic
lie.
reference there.
I got games that I still might like, nightmares. Not nightmares, because I'm at the point now where the fear is gone.
Yeah,
but it
chills at night,
still
like,
bothers me.
Of course.
Games where I've done great and we still lost, and I'm like, oh, what? Why? How? You Don't even talk to me about no basketball, nigga. Don't even talk to me about no basketball. You're technically playing the washed up version of me. For all intents and purposes, this is the washed up basketball version of me. Because I'm not actively playing every day or trying to get better. This is just me smoke a joint, Red Bull, I hop on the court, no stretch, and then we hoop, and I'm better than you. It's different. It's different. But go ahead. I digress. How many sparring matches have you had?
Hey, none. And I also have no third place trophies in fighting, so I will give you that.
How many firsts? But how many places have you placed?
Another one. How y'all feel about video game streamers, and how old is too old to be a streamer or to become a content creator / media personality? Leaders of engagement? That's not how you spell engagement.
LOI, dumbass.
I know, but
no, but that's why he did it.
I know, but Leak has come up with like
ways that actually use real words.
Like shit that I was like,
but
whoa,
nigga. This isn't bad. This is one of the more creative ones in recent time. When's the last time he hit us with a real riddle?
It is creative. Like
he might have spelled your name like Knob because to insinuate what you do. But
nah, look another one. Yeah, you're good at it.
Well, that's a real world example. I can't help that he did it to you.
And I'm sorry, that wasn't him. That was
I can't help that he did it.
Coding Sprite.
Was that? I thought that was Haitian King.
He has a lot of detractors, F-Mac. Like, there's plenty of people who would be willing. Who would be willing? That's all it is. But what was the other question? When is it too old for you to be a streamer? If you think about it, Leak, don't. I can't imagine you being good at games. Couldn't imagine it. Or anything.
You're shooting nigga dreams down.
Yeah, for sure, man.
You no aspirations for Leak.
Crazy.
You watch this show,
but let him sit in.
You watch this show, and that's it, Leak. We need you. I don't need him getting good at other extracurricular activities. Who the fuck is gonna ask these wild wise?
I don't think.
No, Leak.
There's no age. There's no age limit.
I don't think there is.
Man,
age.
just turn on your phone and like if you're cool, if you got a thing that people will connect to, then hey man, go for it. Especially you, Leak, because I know a lot of niggas. I went to high school with probably like 2 niggas that look like you. Never had a haircut, loose ass collars and shit. So if you think about it, 2 niggas from every high school in America, you would have an army. So say fuck Tone. Believe in yourself.
Yeah, believe in Noblez. But was that the last question he asked?
Yes.
Beautiful question, Leak. Beautiful question. Way better than streaming.
Yeah, nah. That was a beautiful question. And another thing, guys, why LOIs? It doesn't even have to be, anything personal. Granted, I would like for y'all to get a little bit more personal. Ask us questions that we could solve about your life. That it's this fucking waiter at Hooters I've been trying to bag. How do I do it? Why LOI? Ask us.
You might want to ask F-Mac.
We'll answer your question. Yeah.
F-Mac has the rule book.
Yeah.
F-Mac can get you any flavor. He's like, what you like? Caucasian? Page 4. I studied those first.
Article 3, nigga.
Yeah, nah, for real. But yeah. Beautiful episode.
Shout out to the one person who put in the comments, they timestamped it, but they said, if I could find a channel that describes basketball like this, I would finally get into it. I know there's a strategy like football, but no one really ever describes it. And yeah.
There was also another dude.
What was I about to say?
Yeah, this guy. He was fuck.
And can you he did say something about LeBron. So just to paraphrase,
yeah.
Having Bronny in the Lakers organization is gonna cramp on Bron's style.
Because allegedly, Bron going to these hotels during games, he's meeting these bad bitches in Milwaukee.
Getting his pussy.
But now with his son there, he has to chaperone.
Yes.
He has somebody to look after.
Yes.
So this good brother, I don't even know how to say your name, but this good brother's point is that LeBron is going to be more stressed because he doesn't have his stress relievers next to him on the road because of his son. So LeBron's going to be playing bad and the Lakers will never win a ring and,
Bron has an easy loophole out of this. If this is true, hypothetical scenario where this is reality, all he got to do is make the bitch get on her knees in the the hyperbolic chamber. He be standing in them motherfuckers all day. So he put his head in. She's down there. She's doing the thing.
Yeah.
It's plugged in, but it's not on. You know what I mean? The bitch not really cold. He's just giving, hey, keep your head up in the game. Make sure you set your screens and all that.
Yeah.
And get out of here. So my masseuse can finish.
Yeah, nah.
It's that simple.
Either that or like...
This is what you do, though.
You let him go out and have his shit.
You letting him go out. But even if you want to be even more manipulative, you send the shit to him. Bron, this is your son.
Yeah.
He just like his pops.
And
you know what he like.
He don't know what the league is like yet.
You know what he like, and you have all access.
And
red herring him.
And seeing Bronny on the floor, looking at his eyes, he definitely hasn't been vetted into dealing with NBA bitches. You get what I'm saying? So
what you see in his eyes?
In terms of like, when he was on the court, he was just like, oh, well, fuck his first game. It's like he doesn't got that animal on the court. So it's probably not off the court. So he has a bad eyes for choosing, like Jalen Green. A bunch of NBA players have bad eyes in terms of like how and where they choose to hunt they prey. They just
I
have
think we
bad
see a lot of public
decision-making.
mistakes.
No.
I think we see a lot of public mistakes.
I think most NBA players are. Did you know who was it? It was two NBA players. They went at it. One of them hit the game winner, but come to find out, they both have the same baby mother.
Yeah.
Damn,
there's
I
a
forgot
lot of
their
that.
names.
That's what rappers
that
do.
happens a lot too. Yeah.
It's a small world. It's not
especially
much,
when you get up into those ranks.
Yeah, those ranks.
I'm saying those ranks, you get up high. There's not that many people out. Like it's the same 100 bitches.
It's only certain pussy that's visible when you up there. Like you got, you're gonna have to
Y'all
share
passing
eventually.
around.
Like Anthony Edwards and Lil Baby.
There you go.
They Eskimo brothers.
Yeah.
You think? Damn. Yeah, nah, that's crazy. Yeah,
Atlanta, nigga.
Yeah,
Atlanta's an even smaller place. That's one thing Young Thug is gonna get to avoid though. It's a benefit of getting banished.
Yeah.
Is that your baby mama is yours?
Did they say he can come back for like events and shit or not?
Yeah, that's it.
It's stipulations, but you wasn't here.
Oh yeah, you wasn't.
You
here
don't
to
deserve
that.
to know.
But
'cause you
he
wasn't
can
here.
go back
I know.
with weddings and funerals.
I know that already.
And other things to show support, to show love, which y'all should be doing every day, every night of the week. Is LOI. It's been amazing. Is there anything? Oh, by the way, LOI the show on IG. We're hosting a show November 16th. We got to talk to him, by the way, about something important. But yes, November 16th, we're hosting a show. Go to our page, check it out, see if you can make it if you're in the area.
Yep,
Charlotte.
Do that. Yeah. Do it good. Do it well. If I don't see you there, I didn't expect it.
I was about to say,
honestly, like who the fuck? I wonder who actually listens and would physically come. You know what? Make it a real challenge. Like if you're an individual that we don't already know in the area that we're in, and you can make it to a show, we might have a lucky patch for you, nigga.
Yeah, nigga,
show them the patch.
You're gonna get.
You got a patch.
Ah man.
Show them the merch.
Come
nigga.
on, man.
What you? Oh, Lauren's a loyal legion of leisure.
Oh man, you mind?
You mind frisbeeing that motherfucker? Everything with LOI is perfect.
Boom.
Look at that.
You know what I mean? And we also have stickers. You know what I'm saying? We got everything you need for real.
Yeah.
Let me just pull out this whole fucking bankroll because that's how I'm really feeling right now.
Throw it on the floor.
That's
Fuck
how
it.
I'm really feeling right now.
Really go on these crazy. Go crazy on these bitches. Yeah. Do it to them. You doing it a little light.
Yeah,
a little
bro.
spruce.
Yeah, bro.
I don't have that much bankroll, nigga.
She gonna leave.
I gotta do it 2 at a time. But hey, man, it's been good. It's been great. We gonna end on the bankroll. Jay Nobles.
Groovy.
White man behind the boards.
Yep.
White. Oh, what'd you say?
Yep.
F back in the building.
Still me.
That was embarrassing.
Yeah, we're out.
That was
yeah,
embarrassing.
just go.
What'd you say? Leaving, nigga, what?